Hello, I'm the DM, and you're listening to Campaign 2 of Fools and Flagons, the Tales of Archeron. We livestream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Fools&Flagons. That's Fools, the letter N, Flagons, every Friday at 7 p.m. Central for Tales of Archeron and 6 p.m. Central for Storm King's Chaos. If you'd like to join our community and talk not just about D&D, but other games as well, consider joining our Discord. The links can be found below in the description. Do you like us? Like, really, really like us? Consider donating to our coffee page at ko-fi.com/Fools&Flagons. The links can also be found in the description. Donations and memberships are never required and always appreciated. We have no gated content for members only, and all proceeds go straight back into making Fools and Flagons an even better experience, and it helps to keep the podcast alive and well. Are you ready for some D&D? All right then. Grab your drinks and raise your glasses. It's time for the Fools and Flagons podcast.
Grab your drink and raise your glass. Make a mess and kick some ass. Dungeon Master has no chance. It's time for Fools and Flagons. Raid the dungeons and slay the dragon. Sharpen your sword and prep your wagons. There'll be death and tons of magic. It's time for Fools and Flagons. Time for Fools and Flagons. It's time for Fools and Flagons.
Pop-Tart ice cream sandwiches are coming later this month.
Pop-Tart ice cream sandwiches. The fuck?
Could be fire if done right.
I will put it in no mics because it literally looks like Pop-Tarts with whatever the corresponding flavor in the middle of it.
If you would like to see what we're talking about, join our Discord.
I mean, I don't know that I'd want to buy a 4-pack, but I'd be down to try one.
I mean, if you buy a 4-pack, we can split it, you and me.
All right, well, since we started on that little bombshell, hello everyone, and welcome to Fools and Flagons, where we talk about a bunch of random bullshit.
Pop-Tarts!
Pop-Tarts! All right, well, we are Fools and Flagons, and tonight we're back on with the Tales of Archeron. So, yeah, let's blast through some stuff real quick, some thank yous, and we'll get on to the fun part. So, if you're watching us live, we do want to thank you for your follows, subscriptions, and bits. We apologize that we will not verbally recognize them on stream so that we don't interrupt the story. But I can guarantee you these 5 down here will probably, well, except for maybe James, he doesn't really watch the chat. They'll be watching the chat and they'll be, talking to you and stuff. We really do appreciate all the support that you guys give us. It's very, very, very much appreciated. And speaking of appreciations, we do want to give a big thank you to Martyr, who's in the chat, I think, right now. Gelatinous Cube, Cargo, and Spazoid for being tavern members over on our coffee page. Their support of us is very, very, very much appreciated. They're helping keep the podcast up and helping to pay for a lot of the tools that we use to keep the show running. So if you want to be a tavern member, or if you like what we do and you just want to help us out a little bit, then you can go visit our coffee page. Links down below in the doobly-doo or in the chat right there. Oh, a new coffee subscription from Myardar. Thank you, sir. All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns, announcements? Oh,
Get my boy.
well, someone just made it into the thumbnail.
Mark.
All right. I'm not hearing anything, so grab your drinks and raise your glasses. It's time for Fools and Flagons.
Big drink.
Oh, Issa got the good blue.
The best blue.
I love that like nobody knows what the blue flavoring is. It's just the blue flavor.
It's blue raspberry.
Why'd you
Blue
break
is
my
usually
immersion?
blue raspberry.
Why did
No,
you break
it's
my
just
immersion?
blue.
It's just blue.
He said
God.
it's just blue.
Read
Raspberry.
the fucking script.
You know what it tastes like? Blue.
Raspberry.
Not blue.
Blueberries are fucking purple.
Listen, if orange can be a flavor, then so can blue. We cannot sit here and leave blue out.
Yes, we can.
It just
I mean,
love blue.
purple's a flavor.
Purple drank.
Yeah.
We should play D&D now.
All right. Well, the last time on the Tales of Archeron, the Tempests had delved deep underground to rescue some locals who had fallen into a sinkhole at the harbor's edge. Speaking with the survivors down below, they learned that something massive has been moving through the underground and was likely the cause of the blight afflicting the surface. They also learned of a pair of nests nearby that they had barricaded to keep themselves safe. Resolving to rescue the people first and then return to handle the nests, Moriko turned into a giant spider taxi and got everyone to safety. Kasumi then stubbornly insisted on tracking down Tanaka and informing their parole officer of their whereabouts, much to the irritation of Lakin, who deemed it more prudent to handle the threat sooner rather than later. Reaching an impasse, the party split when tempers rose, Lakin and Zaan heading for the sinkhole back below, and Kasumi searching for Tanaka with Pez and Moriko. They did eventually let cooler heads prevail, and the Tempests got back together and delved back down into the deep down to take care of the nests. So, we rejoin them now as they creep further into the humid, musty nest and blasted open a large pustule that deposited a creature of some kind. And I need everyone to roll initiative. As we're getting
Sir,
right
can I roll initiative, please?
into it.
Here, bless
Take
the
it.
dice. That's
Not
it.
bad, not bad.
A
Not
little
great.
Boy.
His bow tie.
Okay, well, that's
Good boy. Good point.
Oh,
wrong character.
Woo! That was cool.
it might help if I pull up D&D Beyond.
Yes, it might.
D&D Beyond would be a good thing.
D&D
to
Beyond.
have. All right, let's get you chuckle nuts added.
So many works of art.
Let's get some combative music. Oh, we're gonna go with this guy. This sounds good. Anytime. There we go. Alrighty. So, 25 to 20.
30.
21.
Ooh. 21. 20 to 15.
Dude,
16.
you don't need to bless all the dice.
Oh no. 15 to 10.
11.
10.
Oof. Cool, we got a nice little spread. I might actually get to have a turn?
Dude,
Fuck
Is
you.
that allowed?
chill.
No.
No.
Bruh. Will you lay down? Thank you.
No.
Good boy.
Let's see. And we got Zaan with ye old fucking 30 initiative. Holy fuck.
Oh wait, I'm gonna have to try to not have violent heebies with Merlin on my lap.
You'll be fine.
Heebie-jeebies.
Oh.
I am prepared to scroll out.
It's the battle map hasn't pulled up for me.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I'm doing like
Just wanna
8
make-
things at once.
You're good. My
Yeah,
apologies.
we're getting there.
Try doing 9. Do 9.
And scroll out. Or just focus on myself. Okay.
Get to 5 initiative.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's make sure the music is at an acceptable volume. There we go. I love the Martin. Ew! Kill them all! Also, apologies if my voice cracks tonight. I was at a Beartooth concert last night and I knew a lot of the songs. So, yeah. That's how it's gonna be. Alright, so top of the round. Zaan, you're up. What would you like to do?
Real quick, because there's a lot going on in that.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the walls?
You see the dark parts?
Okay, so that is
Them's the
literally
walls.
okay.
So this
Just want to make sure.
entire cavern is filled with sticky, squishy substance on the floor, on the walls. It's humid. There's steam coming from a lot of the surfaces here, especially from the one pustule directly in front of you. Right about Miar? That
I don't see a pistol there.
whoa, Jesus.
What the hell
Wah.
was that?
Hi, Kasumi.
Okay.
That's what you get when you chat.
I didn't want to be in the limelight.
Then why
your
you
damn
say
bad.
something, you numbnuts?
I'm just trying to be facetious.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, just move.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. It rotated. I rotated.
Because these are older icons.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna attack.
Okay, do that.
I smack with sword.
Smack.
I'll use Green Flame Blade for the first one. So
Okay.
regular melee attack.
See if you can hit.
Plus 8 does a 16 hit.
16 hits.
It's good to know. And I apologize, I did not have all of the dice out yet.
I mean, we're playing D&D. What the fuck were you expecting to happen?
I mean, I have a ton of dice, I just didn't have the specific dice out. So, 10 slashing, 10 cold, 7 fire.
Okay, hold on. I lost some count there. There was 10.
10, 10, 7.
Okay, so 27.
And 8 thunder.
Okay, got it.
And I will use bonus action to attack regularly.
Oh, no,
15.
Hold on. Jesus fuck, man. I'm doing a lot right now. Fucking relax. Jesus.
I'm just trying
Trust
to
the
keep
GM. The DM, the gummendum.
You're good.
I got stuff to do.
You're good. My apologies.
Okay, let's see. Zaan, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as you rush towards this creature and, slash at it.
14.
14. Okay, that is a failure. So, as you rush up towards this creature, and you slash at it, you split open its flesh, and this hot, steaming liquid comes spilling out towards you, and you take 6 acid damage as its blood strikes you and begins to sizzle away your pristine fur.
Oh, I'm definitely attacking again.
You said 15 when you rolled the first time, so that does hit, and I will allow that.
Oh, okay. Well, I had an advantage, so I kind of expected it to miss. So 15 hits that. Awesome.
15 hits.
And then this is a much simpler one. 7 slashing.
Okay.
7 cold.
Right.
And another 8 thunder. And then that's it for me.
Okay, I need you to make another dexterity saving throw as you slash at it once more.
So that was much higher. That's a 21.
21 succeeds. This time you're ready for it. You got splashed, it hit your fur, you got pissed. So as you slash at it again, it's roaring and flailing around, but this time you managed to duck underneath the spray. Anything else for your turn, sir?
No, I will sit there and...
Okay. That brings us to Moriko. Lakin, you're on deck.
Okay, so. That's right. Gotta let go. Don't hit spates.
Yeah.
It's a new feature. Like I found this out.
It's gonna be a learning
Wednesday.
curve.
Yeah.
Okay, and I am going to cast Frostbite
Ooh.
on. So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Wow.
Let me see here. Hey, remember that that Jack man I just made?
Yeah.
Natural 1.
Okay, so I just on a field save, target takes damage and has disadvantage on next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Cool. So remember, it's max roll damage plus what you're rolling.
Because you take
Okay.
So how many dice are you rolling?
3d6.
Okay, so you're starting off with
18.
18.
18.
Yeah, starting with 18.
I can math.
Math is hard.
Apparently, I fucking can't.
31 cold damage.
31 cold damage. God damn. Okay. Zaan, I need you to make another dexterity saving throw.
What the hell?
You're in range. It's getting
You're in
damaged.
the splash zone, buddy.
15 plus 3, 18.
You succeed. Yeah, you forgot your poncho, buddy.
Wouldn't it like freeze the wound shut?
Let me have this. This is D&D. We don't allow physics in here.
No physics, only carnage.
Okay. Anything else you would like to do for your turn?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Oh, that's a really nice feature. So fucking helpful.
Oh, it's a feature.
It is a feature.
It's a
All right.
feature.
It is the creature's turn, so it's getting blasted, and it seems like it's really struggling to stay on its feet. It's stumbling around, kind of like a baby deer, just like stumbling, catching itself with its massive arms, and it does stomp a little bit closer. Oh, I hate.
Oh god, he
it.
stomped so much more menacingly than I thought.
I hate that it does that. That's a new feature that I'm gonna have to turn off on every single fucking token. That makes me mad. Okay, so it stomps up towards you, Zaan, and it lets out this kind of wet roar as it comes up and just lifts one of its giant hands and just comes down towards you. Actually, I do need to check and see if it gets. It does not. Okay. So that's going to be a dirty.
Or disadvantage.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, thank Moriko.
I said thank you for reminding me, is what I meant.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 13 when it was going to be a dirty 20.
No. Neither, thankfully, but
Okay.
no,
So it's for you, it's very easy to avoid this thing as it's coming along. You see its arm coming up, and it doesn't look like it has the wherewithal to really like be skilled with it. It just drops the hand, and you just sidestep, and it just boom and hits the ground beside you. You feel the fleshy ground around your feet kind of warble a little bit from the impact.
no.
Look, you guys wanted to take on the nest. I don't know what you want from me.
So squishy.
Okay, that brings us to Lakin. Kasumi, you're on deck.
The one standing next to Zaan gets Eldritch blasted.
You can try.
19 to hit.
That hits.
28 to hit.
That hits.
And 28 to hit.
That also hits.
Okay.
So, Zaan, because I'm considering this a one attack,
Thank you.
You're only
I really
making-
appreciate that.
like if he swung twice with the sword, I would make you roll both. But since this is technically one spell that fires the 3 projectiles, just the one dexterity save, please. And Lake can go ahead and roll damage.
He's like, I'm gonna hit 3 times. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Could have been standing there.
It's gonna be a 16 DM.
That's fine. You're fine. I just love seeing Zaan go, oh no.
I was like, after I get done killing them, I'm gonna have to kill my party.
TPK.
For the first blast, that it's 15 points of force damage,
15 force.
8 points of piercing,
Okay.
The second is 10 points of force. 12 points of piercing.
Oof.
And the final will be necrotic, because I can do that.
Are you back already?
And that's 15 points of necrotic. And 11 points of piercing.
Okay. Let me check something real quick here. Cool. Nope. He's just getting fucking hammered, bud. Okay.
And then, let's see
That's
here.
30, 40, 52, 60 points of damage. God damn.
You did this.
I did.
I was about to say, you gave him the item.
I did. I knew what I was doing.
I'm not going to use a bonus action or movement. I will stay right there with my kobold.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Brings us back here. Where'd he go? Okay. So, Lakin and Pez. Well, actually, let me see. Yes. Okay. So, Lakin and Pez. As you were standing there, and Lakin is blasting the creature with Eldritch Blast, the ground in front of you erupts in a cone of tendrils coming out from under the fleshy ground. I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Well, that's just not very nice. Oh, I'm gonna fail. That's a 7.
Okay, failure. As
10.
10, also a failure. Okay. So finally get to use the Oogie Boogie dice.
They're so good.
8. So you both take 23 piercing damage as the ground in front of you erupts. And why is this? Stop doing the stupid mutation thing. I don't want it. It's dumb.
I didn't do a deal.
No, I know. But as the tentacles come bursting out of the ground, another creature leaps up out of the ground in front of you. It doesn't have a face. It's just a circular maw with teeth that just seem to pull inwards. And the tentacles that it stabbed the pair of you shoot out, hit you both square in the chest, and then retract and seem to just wiggle around behind it. Yeah, it's gnarly.
Was this an attack?
More or less, yes.
Would I be able to use a reaction?
In what sense? What reaction are you trying to use?
I was thinking of the casual hellish rebuke.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You got attacked.
Yeah.
Can you make a dex save?
See, that's a loaded question. Can I roll the dice to try? Yes. Can I? Probably not. Oh. I might have just done it. 23.
23.
Actually, no, 26. I can't math for shit tonight.
Still succeeds.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah,
You do take half damage.
I still take
Which
half
is-
damage?
48 points of damage, and half is 24.
Ooh, that's still a hard hit. So essentially, this creature
That hard.
erupts out of the ground, shooting its tendrils through to you, and as it pierces your chest, you kind of just flex and send fire back down the tentacles towards it, and just starts licking all over its figure.
Be gone, foul demon!
My God! All right, that is the creature's turn. That brings us to Kasumi. Pez, you're on deck.
Okay. And I, for some reason, don't see that icon for the thing that just attacked them. Oh, wait, no, I see it now. Is it within 5 feet of them?
No. No, it is not.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm going to.
The one by Zaan is.
No, I'm gonna bonus action hide and shoot the one in front of Pez and Lakin.
Okay. Make your stealth check for me, please.
Okay.
Let's see. Actually, no.
That would be a 25.
What the fuck? Yeah, no, you are definitely hidden from it. It seems to be focusing wholly on the pair of them.
Okay, and then that gives me advantage with the
Yes.
sneak attack, correct?
Yep.
All right, we're gonna shoot it with Psycho.
Do it. Do the big
Psycho.
PP damage.
Okay, that would be a 24 to hit.
It does hit.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna use my Piercer ability to re-roll the damage die because I rolled a 1.
Okay.
So we're gonna re-roll that.
Yeah, the only one allowed to roll
I
rolls
got
in
it
here are
too.
me. Well, better
I
than
got
one.
Piercer. I have Piercer feet.
Mhm.
I mean, it gave me 1 extra point, but whatever.
Yeah, damage,
8
damage.
points of piercing. That is 4 points of the poison. And then let's roll sneak attack. Oh, that's really low for sneak attack. I rolled 3 1s.
Oh no.
It's 14 points of sneak attack damage.
All right.
And I'm gonna stay right there.
Okay. Well, much like the other creature, as you are blasting it with Basaito, where the arrow pierces, the flesh seems to just kind of peel apart and slough off, like it's wet and not very well, like, doesn't seem to be very well held together, and its blood also seems to be just hot. The other two are not close enough to get hit by it, but it seemed to be very, very close. So, is that all that you're going to do for your turn? Because that was your bonus.
Yep, bonus
action.
action and action. Yep.
Okay. All right, then that brings us to Pez. Zaan, you were on deck.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Which one?
Slender Man.
Okay.
Slender Man.
Fuck him up.
Roll the attack.
That was my third roll. It was not a natural 20. 22.
22
to
hits.
hit. Hell yeah. Yep. I need
Yep.
2 of these.
Are you using the rifle configuration, just out of curiosity?
Mhm.
Okay. Just wondering.
18 fire damage.
All right. Cool. It's not looking good. Both of your shots between Basaito and your gun have stripped off quite a bit of it, and it doesn't seem to be. It's hobbling around quite a bit. Anything else for your turn?
I think it's an action for me to create my Eldritch Cannon.
Yes.
Then, as a bonus action, I'm going to sit there menacingly.
Arr. Right. Ooh, why is that not rotating? Because it is hot as hell in here. Spin, damn it. All right. That
Spin, damn you, spin!
that brings us back to the top of the round. So Zaan, you're up with Moriko on deck.
Okay. I will cast a spell that I'm scrolling down to find again. I will cast Spirit Shroud on myself as a bonus action,
Okay.
and then I will attack with my melee weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rah!
Plus 8, 27,
27
I
hits.
think. Let's see here. So it's going to be 11 points of slashing.
Mhm.
4 points of cold. I did say that, didn't I? Okay, so, and then it's going to be 7 points of cold damage. Screw it. I think I can make it cold damage. Yeah, radiant. Yeah, I'll make it cold damage. Screw it.
Okay.
And then, sorry. And then 3 points of thunder.
Okay. You didn't need it, but I'm glad you did it. So it's dead.
Do I need to roll for the acidy thing?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
No. Hang on. No. Okay, so you're... Can't even read what I fucking wrote. Yes, I do need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Sorry, I was on the wrong fucking thing.
Was going to be a 17.
17 is fine. So you've seen it enough times at this point in the last 6 seconds that hot stuff come out when stabby stab or slashy slash. So you cut and duck at the same time and it spills out over you, landing in a pool back behind you as it falls over and seems to twitch slightly. Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want to do with your turn, sir?
So just move back here. Oh, rotation. Okay. Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. So weird, I have that turned off. I don't know why it's still doing it. All right, that brings us to Moriko. What would you like to do? Lakin, you're on deck.
I'm gonna get some space from Mr. Tentacle Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to shoot with my short bow. That wouldn't be a disadvantage with how far I am, right?
At the tentacle dude?
Yeah.
No. You only get disadvantage if you're like right in its face.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot.
Do it.
Math. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 unfortunately does not hit.
Heck.
You see that its slender figure is very jerky and very fast, and as you go to take your shot, it seems to just barely flinch out of the way as your shot goes just a little bit wide.
Gross. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do with my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Lakin. Kasumi, you are on deck.
I bet you can't guess what I'm gonna do.
Meteor Storm?
Not yet.
Oh.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, got it. That was my
Please.
third guess.
28 to hit,
28 hits,
22 to hit,
22 hits,
and 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Yes.
That is 15 points of force damage,
15,
7 points of piercing.
7 piercing.
Oh, I'm gonna roll a d20,
Yeah, please don't.
though. 12 points of force damage,
Okay.
7 points of piercing,
Okay.
14 points of force damage,
Okay.
and 14 points of piercing.
Okay. So two things. One, how come no one ever uses a d20 for a damage die? And secondly, Yeah, you killed the shit out of it. So the first 2 shots blasts off one of its arms. Having been distracted by Moriko's shot, it whipped around to look at her. You shot one of its arms off and it turned to look at you and you blew a hole in its chest. And as it's falling to the ground, you just go, better make sure. Boom! And shoot it one more time with your Eldritch Blast.
Don't touch my kobold.
You're still far enough out of the range that you're not going to get hit by its death throes and blood that's steaming over the ground. All right.
Wait, what? How?
What?
I'm fucking with you.
Oh.
The kobold and I, because I'm assuming you're riding me, Pez. Fine. Yeah. Gonna go up. Mwah. Author rotation.
Yeah, I'll have to play with that and see if it's a setting that I missed somewhere. We'll just have to deal with it for this this go around.
No big deal. No big deal.
All right, is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then that brings us to Kasumi. Pez, you're on deck.
Okay. Now that I see that this thing is dead,
Mm-hmm.
she is going to come down this way. It's 30 feet. Okay, let's go the full 35.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm trying to remember. Is that thing over here dead by Zaan?
Yes, there. At this
Yes.
point in time, you do not see any other movement other than your party members.
Okay.
And the throbbing pustules hanging from the ceiling.
You don't.
Absolutely
don't
not.
say it like that. You don't. I'm
What?
going to bonus action hide and then hold my action to attack with Bisaito if any enemies come within range.
So, what are you hiding behind? Because before you were kind of behind your party members, but now you're kind of just in an open space.
Yep. So
So are you just gonna like
She's
lay
just
down and
gonna-
go flat?
she's gonna get low to the ground.
No, I won't say it.
Okay. Roll your stealth.
Nat 20.
Very stealthy.
What's that total?
Yeah, I'm
The
kind of
total? It's 32.
Higher
Oh,
than the
Jesus.
DM can actually roll.
Moriko, could you perceive her? Is that even possible for you?
With my passive?
Just if you were to roll a perception check right now, like it just
Let's-
numerically, is it physically possible for you to
No,
beat
like-
a 32?
32.
Perception?
Yeah.
No, the highest I can go is a 30.
Okay, so Kasumi's fucking gone.
Uh-huh.
I planar
Even the
shift for
elven
everyone.
eyes cannot see.
All right. So you're holding your attack in case you see anything.
Yep, in case any enemies come within range, which with Bisaito, normal range is 80 feet. So
Okay.
that's my turn.
All right. So I didn't really get to it before because I was kind of getting a little bit distracted by stuff, but it looks like. So, Pez, with your location on Lakin, you're able to look further into the chamber, and you see one other. It looks sort of similar to the pustule that you had shot previously, but it's on the floor, and it seems to have a larger hole on one end, where the other one seemed to have been completely closed off. And of course, Zaan, from your point of view, you're able to see two more of the, or three more, sorry, I think, from your angle.
I
I
can't
made the
really-
mistake of looking at it.
So this one, this one,
Mm-hmm.
this one.
Mm-hmm.
I can see a lot more than that.
If
can
I
see
had known
more.
that you would have trypophobia, I would not have used these as icons.
I know.
Oh wait, no, I can't see because it's dark. I actually can't see any of it.
Oh,
that far. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure I can see close because I think you said there was something like bioluminescent something, but no, yeah.
yeah.
I probably couldn't see farther than like 20 feet if I'm lucky.
Okay. Well, Pez, what you doing?
I'm trying to debate whether we need some extra healing or some extra damage. I think I might go on and squirt out my Eldritch Cannon as a flamethrower.
You have to say it like that.
I mean, with what we're fighting?
That's fair. How far away can you spawn it in?
I can squirt it out. I guess I know that its movement speed is 15. Doesn't say.
Let me see if I can help.
All I'm seeing is just 15. Each of your turn, take a bonus action. It is within 60 feet.
Within 5 feet of you. Okay.
Oh, 5 feet.
Yeah. Okay. You said it's a flamethrower variant?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There is your flame cannon. I'm pretty sure you have
It's
control.
the first time
over.
I've ever seen Pez do this.
This is the first time you've ever seen. So Pez on your shoulder, he's got his rifle like you're used to, but he kind of reaches into his back and pulls out a thing, throws it, and just unfolds legs, and the turret just kind of goes, and it starts to skitter around. There you go, Pez. I gave you. Well, here, hold on. I need to redo that real quick.
Oh.
Sorry, I for whatever reason it didn't have your permissions on it, so now you should be able to move it around.
Yep. Cool. That's my action.
Mm-hmm.
As my bonus action. Detonate. No. I'm just gonna chill. Is observing a bonus action? Like if I just look around?
Are you trying to perceive, or? Because like
That
you
would
can
be
just
an
keep your
action.
eyes open, but if you're trying to perceive something specific, I would say that that's an action to do.
Okay. And I'm just going to look at my little droidica that's just sitting there.
Okay. Alrighty then. That will bring us back to the top of the round with Zaan. Moriko, you were on deck. What you doing, buddy? Zaan,
Say again? Sorry.
it's your turn. What are you doing?
Reading my spells, but...
Oh, I'm just...
No, you're good. Sorry, I'm sitting here like, I guess I can just do that. What's the range on this? Could have sworn it was... I'll
No, I can't do
use
that.
a level 1 guiding bolt at this... Oh, god dang it. Okay, I gotta close Twitch. I keep looking at Twitch thinking it's the fucking Foundry. I'm sitting... just use a level 1 guiding bolt against that thingy.
Okay.
9 plus 11, 20? Dirty?
20, yeah, that hits.
46. 46, yeah, 46. I rolled 8. I rolled nothing but 2s.
Okay.
4 2s.
Yeah, you shoot the guiding bolt at the pustule hanging on the wall. It rips open and dumps out a creature that seems... Oop. I said move. Wait. What the fuck? I am the DM. I own you. Move. They change shit, and that makes me mad. Why can I not get this out?
wait a minute. Oh, okay, so it has to be within that. Okay.
I'm so mad.
So not letting you spawn stuff in, or
No, it's already there and it's in the turn order, but it's not letting me pull it through the wall like I wanted to. And as the DM, I should be allowed. There we go. Sorry. New stuff and things. It's great.
oh god, it's crooked.
Well, I mean, you did just blast it out of its cocoon.
I'm sorry.
This creature falls out of this pustule and flops on the ground. It's a flailing mass of long, spindly arms. It's got a really, really small head and multi-jointed legs, and it seems to be flailing and trying to get its feet out from under it, but it's not making a sound. You just hear the wet slapping as it's kind of rolling around in its own goo.
Oh, yeah.
It's all coming together. All right, is that all that you were doing, sir?
Nope, I'm attacking with a bonus action because no,
Okay.
I don't want this to exist. 17 plus 8 is 25.
Well, it is prone on the ground, so I'm going to give you advantage if you would like to.
Yay! No!
Okay.
I'll
sorry.
take the 17.
The 17. Yep. That hits.
Plus, it was plus 8, but yeah, 17.
But yeah, no,
plus
the 17's fine.
Sorry, I rolled a natural 1 on the reroll. The second
Yeah.
one.
No.
It's gonna be 7 slashing, 10 cold, 11 radiant. Screw it.
Mm-hmm.
And 8 thunder.
Jesus. So you run up on this thing as soon as it falls out of its cocoon thing, and you just wail on it, lopping off like 3 of its spindly arms. And it's
Die!
it's thrashing around and still trying to figure out the coordination of itself. Is that all for your turn?
Yes, please.
Okay. That brings us to Moriko. Lakin, you are on deck.
I had to sit up.
It's okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Spirit at 4th level.
Ooh.
I'm going to spawn it right on top of Pez.
Aww. Okay. I was not prepared for you to have a...
You can just use, do you have a fluff sprite? Because she would make it look like fluff.
Oh. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
What size is it? Is it tiny or is it medium?
Medium. Says she just looks like a intangible, transparent beast or fae.
I'm surprised it doesn't...
I mean, she would make it look like fluff, so...
No, I know. I want to make sure that I have the scale correct.
Yeah. And... it could heal for 1 plus my spellcast modifier, so that's 6 times.
So it doesn't say tiny, so I'm going to assume that it's medium. I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger so we can see.
It's like a big fluff.
Yeah. No, Fluff would be jealous of how big this thing is.
So it says whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit space for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, you can cause it to restore health points.
Yes.
Does it count that it's on Pez at spawn?
Let's see. You call for spirit, whenever you are a creature, you see moves in the spirit. So no, it would need to be Pez's turn for him to heal from it. because it's when a creature moves into it for the first time or starts its turn there. So since he was there when it came into being, technically new. But at the beginning of his turn, it will.
Okay. So it's not going to do much right now, but it's still existing, and if you touch it when you start your turn, you could heal. But that was my bonus action. For my action, I'm going to see the spindly bitch, not like the spindly bitch, and frostbite its ass.
Oh.
I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
What if I don't want to?
That's too damn bad.
I am messing up so much tonight. This is so bad.
It's okay.
There we go. Ha ha ha. Constitution saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
For the one that's flailing around like a fucking idiot.
I don't like how it's moving. I want it to stop moving.
That's going to be a 14.
No.
Ow.
No.
Okay. Shit.
Shit.
All right. Roll a 20 for the meat.
That's gonna be a 10 points of cold damage. He shivers. And I am going to... Oh, that's right, I have to be that one. 10 feet that way. And that's it. I'm done.
Okay. Neat. That's gonna bring us to Lakin with Kasumi on deck. And Kasumi, I haven't forgotten about you. It's just not quite in your vision yet.
Bring my Pez.
So Lakin, you did start your turn in front of the healing spirit. So Moriko, how much healing does he get?
3d6 healing.
Roll the dice, Moriko.
But it doesn't work on undead. Is Lakin technically undead?
Yeah,
Go
kinda.
deals damage to him.
he just
can't
a
heal.
horrible spirit thing in front of him and go, ow!
It can't heal constructs or the undead.
Oh, well.
It's okay. Technicality.
All right. Well, thank you for being honest. You very well could have lied to me. I appreciate you. All right.
Well, do I see this guy down here?
Oh yeah, it's hard to miss.
Okay. Is that the biggest scrotal sack?
It looks to be about the same size as the one that spawned the big lumbering guy that Zaan fought before. There is another one over here that's similar in size, but instead of being on the wall, it's on the ground.
Okay. Alright. But this is an active, like, foe here.
Correct. It is flailing around on the ground, its spindly arms lashing about the place.
Would I have disadvantage at range from here?
Actually, yeah, and I probably should have had Moriko do it at disadvantage, but I kind of wasn't thinking about it being prone, so I'm gonna let that slide.
No big worries.
Yeah.
I will hit the big scrotal sack there.
Okay. For me, please roll one attack first, just to see if it breaks open before you go through your other two.
Sure. I could just light the whole area on fire.
I was about to say, is that how that works? That would be amazing. I didn't think that was how that worked.
What, lighting the whole area on fire, or?
No, Eldritch Blast. I thought it was just one attack.
You can target 3 different things with it.
Okay,
I
so
believe.
let's see. So this is 150 foot range, so this is within range. I'm not going to cast
just
Eldritch
barely.
Blast. I'm going to cast Moat of Hell, which will be centered on the creature,
Okay.
or in this case, scroll sack.
Mm-hmm. As you do.
which is a 15-foot radius sphere of darkness, brimstone, and blasting heat appears, centered on a point within range and lasting for the duration, which is 1 minute. The cloud of hellfire echoes with the cries of damned souls that can be heard by creatures within 30 feet of it. No light, even magical light, can illuminate the cloud, and any creatures fully within that area are blinded. The cloud warps the timescape, making the cloud's area difficult terrain. A creature who starts their turn in that area takes 3d6 fire damage. A creature who ends their turn in that area must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or take 3d6 psychic damage as the voices of the damned crowd their mind.
Yes, how can we make the giant womb of flesh creepier?
Yeah, this dude's about to have a real fucking bad day.
I'm gonna give it voices.
Jesus Christ. I'm seeing like, it can't be. It's getting worse. It's getting worse the
Yeah,
longer
it's
it goes
still
on.
going. Jesus fuck. All right.
Okay, well,
So
I
what's
bring
the
hell to the material plane.
what's the initial damage on it again?
It'll just be the fire damage. And then when the creature starts to turn, it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
So I'm gonna say, for the benefit of the doubt, that this is going to burst open this sack, no problem. And
Okay.
well,
It seems like just touching them makes them burst open.
Yeah.
they don't have a lot of health.
And I can see inside the area, DM.
Well, lucky for you, you get to
It's a
see this
thing.
massive. So you're able to see it. Everyone else kind of feels it fall out of this this cocoon, and it thuds onto the ground. You feel the ripples in the fleshy floor. Sorry.
I hate.
And then you all hear the gurgling, wet roaring of this creature, similar to when Zaan was beating up on the other one. But this one is joined by another like cacophony of voices as this whole area just kind of into darkness, and you see Lakin going, yes.
Hearing you describe the roar, all I can think of is just like a deepened pitch version of Boba's meow.
Yeah. Okay, so does anything need to happen now or when it's its turn?
So, he has to end his turn in that area for the wisdom saving throw to take effect. Of course, he doesn't know which way to go because of the magical darkness. But he does take 15 points of fire damage immediately.
15 points of fire damage. Cool.
Starts his turn.
Well, it's not starting its turn yet.
And that's it.
Okay, yeah, that's it. I just brought hell to the fucking material plane. I guess I'm done.
He's
I'm a
fine.
good
It's
person.
fine. All right, that is going to bring us to the baby thrashy thing. It is going to take half of its movement to stand, and it's going to move towards Zaan, the nearest thing that it can see, which I believe, Kasumi, brings it into your vision. Please.
Yes, it does.
Please do the thing.
I'm gonna
Either
do
way.
the thing.
Hear the roar.
Kasumi, do the thing.
Oh no, does a 13 hit?
Unfortunately, a 13 does not hit.
Fuck! Okay, I do nothing.
It is a mass of flinging limbs, a creature unlike anything you've ever seen, and it gives you just that little bit of hesitation that you're not entirely sure where you should hit it, that you let go at the wrong time, and the green bolt just whizzes right by and you kind of nutmeg him, just like right through everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Zaan. Where's my
Hit me with the thing of nightmares. I'm ready.
He's gonna attack
Yeah.
with each arm.
No, fuck you. Shut the fuck up, Lakin.
It is going to make 2 attacks against you.
Oh, that's so much better than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 arms.
Look, there's only so much I can do when I'm trying to get AI to do shit for me, okay? So, does a 19 hit?
It does not.
Okay. Does a... Well, I mean, if the 19 doesn't hit, the other one doesn't hit.
No, go ahead and ask, DM. We gotta make sure you keep me honest.
You know what? That's fair. Does a 12 hit?
No, I'm sorry, DM, it doesn't.
Fuck! Alright. So as this thing comes flailing towards you, two of the longer limbs reach out and try to slash and grab at you. You parry both of them, and it begins to kind of stumble and fall. And in its effort to try and catch itself, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me. As all of the limbs start...
No, that's not good.
As all of the limbs start to thrash around wildly.
7!
7 does not.
No!
Okay, so that's gonna be 8, 9, 12 points of slashing damage, and you were pushed 10 feet away as its arms just like a mosh pit, just flinging limbs and just bat you aside.
Is this an attack out of curiosity?
It's a bonus action attack, yes.
So then it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes, it does. This is going to be amazing.
This is going to be so
As much as I
funny.
don't want it to fail, I kind of want it to fail. Oh, it failed. That's a 9.
So it takes 2d8 lightning damage. And it's also thrown 10 feet backwards. Wow, actually it was really good. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 points of lightning damage.
13 points of lightning damage. All right. So, Kasumi, as you take this shot, as soon as it pops into view, you fire off, and you see Zaan and this creature hit, just go... and just scatter backwards. Moriko, sorry, you were there too. You were able to see this little collision of fur and limbs just... Okay, that is all that it is able to do. So, speaking of, Kasumi, it is your turn. Pez, you were on deck.
So she's gonna keep kind of chugging along this wall here. Go 10 feet. Actually, we'll go here.
Okay.
I don't see anything yet. So there's a wall right behind Mariko, isn't there?
I'm sorry, say again?
I was trying to figure out if that was a wall behind Mariko, and it was. She's up against the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, now I see the things.
Yes.
All right.
Well, you see one of them. The big one is in a big bubble of blackish darkness.
Okay.
It's weird because it's
There's
already
magical darkness.
Yeah, it's already low light in here, but then there's just this void.
Gotcha. Well, then I'm
Like
gonna
a
go
Void,
with
the void.
the one that I missed. We're gonna try again.
Okay. Roll your attack.
But first, I'm going to bonus action hide.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
from this distance, there's enough of the big shiny mushrooms in between you and it that you're able to kind of duck down. You know, full airplane ears, and
Yep.
Yeah.
Ears go back. Okay. That would be 24.
24. I don't think I could see you if I fucking tried. No. Yeah.
Got
go-
a 20.
So I know what you're gonna do. Just go ahead and do it with advantage.
Okay. I'm gonna do it.
You gonna do it?
Do it.
Ooh.
Is that a good
So,
one?
that was a good. It was almost a
Oh,
net
thank
20.
God. Oh, damn it.
But that is still a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Only a 29.
So that's
Probably
11
didn't hit.
points of piercing damage. 3 points of acid. Or sorry, poison. I keep saying acid. It's poison.
It's greenish in
then-
color.
Let's go with the sneak damage, shall we? Ooh, much better. 23 points for sneak attack.
Oof. Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. So you, Moriko, there's just a flash of white going past your face, and then
Oh.
Mariko's just suddenly, not Moriko, Kasumi's just suddenly right beside you and is taking a shot at the thing that just blasted backwards away from Zaan. Kasumi, you hit it dead in its chest, and with how you had seen the other creatures seem to sort of fall apart, Your arrow doesn't really stick into it. It goes straight through, and you hear just the wetness as more like stuff came out and hits the floor behind it.
Ew.
Anything else you would like to do? That was movement, bonus action, and action.
That's all I can do.
Okay. Then that brings us to Pez. Zaan, you are on deck.
Alright, so would I have been able to, I know it'll cost a action, but when I was being moved along Lakin, would I have been able to reach out and, as like a reaction, to touch the spectral floof to gain some heals?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Going off of how I'm allowing you guys to be like a mounted combatant, that is unfortunately going to work against you in this particular instance.
Okay.
Now you would be able to hop off of Lakin's shoulders and go back into its range if you wanted to, and that would get you the healing.
The range on my little wristband thing is... what was it?
I believe it's within 10 feet.
Can't even find it in my inventory. But 10 feet does sound correct.
Hornbound.
So yeah, I'm gonna do
harmony.
that because I'm at half health.
Within 15 feet of each other.
15? Okay, cool. I'm going to hop off and go touch the butt.
Okay.
Okay, so 3d6
Yeah.
heal. You get 12 points heal.
Hell yeah. Thank you. And, that's just my movement, right?
Correct.
Okay. I have an extra 10 feet. I'm just gonna hold position. And I'm going to, actually, no, I need the bonus. I'm gonna move to there. So there's my 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
Um,
The spindly looking dude looks really rough. And you cannot see
is-
inside the circle.
okay, I cannot.
No.
I'm gonna shoot, heckin' arms over there.
Okay.
I'm guessing something over 22 hits.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's 28.
Cool.
Where is 2d10? That would be 13 fire damage.
Okay. You run over, touch the butt, run back, flip your gun around, aim up, fire. You put another hole in it, and that puts it down. So that critter is DED dead.
Cool.
Okay.
Bonus action. I'm going to tell my Eldritch Cannon to move 15 feet to me.
Okay.
Whee!
There it goes. All right. Oh, that's your movement, action, bonus. So that brings us now to the creature in the darkness, Lakin. What?
Hi.
What need do? what
Okay.
death have thou wroughted uponeth me?
Well, first thing, you just take 3d6 fire.
Yeah, that tracks.
Where is it? That's 15 points fire damage.
No problem.
I remind that you are blind. It is
Yeah.
difficult terrain.
Yeah.
And if you end your movement within the sphere, it's bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're prone or whatnot, or I don't know. I mean, I can see your character. I just don't know.
Well, it fell out and it is prone. So, that means that, let's see, half its movement to stand up is not a lot, so it's up, and you know what? We'll let 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do a little D10. Okay, so it gets up, cannot see, and Lakin, to your great amusement, you hear a dull thump as it turns and walks face first right into the wall that it was birthed from.
Oh.
Well, actually, you can actually see in there. So yeah, you see it stand up, try to look around, and it just goes boonk. Yeah, cool. That's its turn. Because it can't see anything.
Make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh yeah, this'll be good. Oh wow, would you look at 12?
That does fail, sir.
Yeah, kind of figured.
You take 12 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
That's all. It's currently hearing incessant screams from people that are damned souls.
And it is joining in the screaming. All right. That brings us back to the top of the round. Zaan, you're up. Moriko, you are on deck. Bumping on a wall.
These things are made of fleshy bits.
Which things?
The creatures we are fighting are made of the fleshy bits.
Oh yeah, no, they're very squishy.
That went all in, so block it. No, what the shit? Wait, I can't tell. Is this 10 feet away from him?
That's 15. Wait, from who?
Him.
He's dead.
Oh. Stabbing the corpse.
Double tap.
So wander 15 feet.
Step into my hellfire.
I'm gonna wander another 15 feet. Can I see anything with how dark it is in here?
So that's kind of my bad for how the map was set up. It is a very, very low light situation. You can still see. There's enough bioluminescence in here that you're able to see well enough to hit things.
Well, I can't hit things. So is it 35 feet? What's my 40? And I'm thinking first in initiative, so I have 60 feet? Yes, I'm 60 feet. And I will chill here.
Okay. I do like the new movement system. It keeps track of how much you've moved your whole turn.
It is
a
very
cool feature.
helpful.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm
And
like,
it
"Argh."
remembers your last path that you took. That is so cool.
Yes, I have wandered deeper into the fleshy caves of flesh.
Okay. So you just moved and that's it? No bonus, no nothing?
I'll hold my sword in case somebody decides to run up on me.
Okay.
Come at me, bro.
All right. That brings us to Moriko with Lakin on deck.
I'm gonna move myself that way.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to move the fluff creature. There.
Okay. You know, it might have been helpful if I gave you control over that, wouldn't it? Let me do that real quick. Alright, you should be able to move it now.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna move him there.
Okay.
Just in case. And I'm going to hold an action.
Okay, what do you...
In case...
Mhm.
I'm holding Frostbite in case I see any enemies within range come into my vision.
Okay, what's the range on Frostbite again?
60 feet.
Oh, okay. Right
Okay.
on. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Sweet. Then that brings us to Lakin. Kasumi, you're on deck.
All right. I'm going to do something crazy.
Crazier than bringing hell to the material plane?
I can, believe it or not, do something more crazy than that. But I'm just going to shoot it with Eldritch Blast in the darkness.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, that's a 30.
Yeah.
That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
And a 24.
That also hits.
All right, that's
Let's
9
get
points
some
of force damage.
Damage.
15 points of piercing. And then 11 points of force damage.
Yeah.
13 points of piercing.
Ouch.
Because I can. 11 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then 9 points of piercing.
Neat. So that's 40, 50, 60, 68 points of damage.
You did this.
No, I know. No, I'm actually more impressed that I was able to do the math that quickly. Pez, you come back around the corner and you just see Lakin just blasting into this dark tunnel, just hitting something. And you know he's hitting it because you're hearing it roar with each blast. And you're starting to hear, amidst the screams, this hissing, sizzling sound after each of his eldritch blasts goes through into the darkness and strikes whatever the fuck is in there.
And I don't know if it's important, DM, but within 30 feet of the radius, everyone will hear those crying souls of the damned kind of thing. So
yeah,
it doesn't have any extra effect. That's just that's going on.
So you're in a flesh cave with screams.
Ew,
Enjoy.
I'm getting Baldur's Gate flashbacks.
All I can think of is the flesh cave. Why are we in a flesh cave? What's going on? Who are you?
Now we just need a dead spider to lick.
No.
I can make that happen.
I do it.
Actually, technically, we kind of have one. It's got a bunch of limbs and it's
we
dead.
had a flesh spider. I'm good. We're fine.
Kasumi,
dead
you're up.
spider.
Pez, you're on deck.
Really?
Oh, I don't get to use movement?
Oh, you didn't say anything about movement. Did you want to move? Did you want to use a bonus?
Sorry, everybody was talking.
It's your turn. You reign supreme. Tell them to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, God. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I'm being
For now.
right there, and now I'm done.
Now he's done. Okay, now Kasumi, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, she's going to come over here behind this mushroom. How tall is this mushroom?
You could crouch behind it fairly easily. It's not quite your height, but it's, chest-ish height for you.
Cool.
Zaan, you would only see his ears over top of it.
Cool. I'm going to take a shot at this guy right here. This guy.
That
hold on.
cocoon thingy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to remember how to do the ping. I don't remember how to.
Oh, just click and
ping
hold.
things. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna take a shot, and I'm not gonna hide beforehand. So.
Okay. You're just gonna take a single shot at it.
From a cocoon, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's supposed to be a 25 to hit.
Yeah, weirdly enough, yeah.
It hits? Weird.
Yeah. Who would have guessed?
That's so weird. 12 points of piercing.
Yeah, so your shot blasts straight through it, and similarly to every other time that you've seen it, this hiss of steam as another one of the spindly-legged creatures falls to the floor and begins thrashing around on the ground in a silent cry.
It did have an additional 6 points of poison, by the way. I don't know if that means anything. Now I'm gonna hide.
Okay. Roll your
Do
stealth
my
check.
rogue thing.
Rogue's got a rogue, man.
Yeah. 29.
God damn. Okay. Well, that brings us back to Pez with Zaan on deck. What you doing,
Alright.
sir?
I am.
See, if you
Where'd you
guys just
go?
break all the things, Issa's no longer uncomfortable. Break them all right now.
Yeah, but then we'd have to deal with more critters.
Shame.
So I don't know where in the fog of death this thing is,
No,
and this thing is behind said fog of death, so I can't see it.
it's also behind a wall.
That too. So the only thing I can see is that.
Correct.
So I'm going to shoot it.
Okay.
Just.
Hey, natural 20. Hell yeah.
8.
Wow.
But I
Oh, I told you.
times 5, but yep. So normally it's 2d10. So there's 20 damage already. Plus 2.
Okay.
So 22 fire damage.
Well, for the sake of you hitting it with a natural 20, I'm going to put a little bit more flavor on this.
I like blue raspberry.
So,
Here you go.
so Pez, you take a shot at this thing and you get your aim perfect. This cocoon thing on the ground explodes open and you see 3 distinct shapes soaring through the air. One of them seems to just be barely attached in the middle from where your bullet had passed through it as well. So
Oh.
we'll say that this one, as it falls to the ground, is just DED dead. But these worm-like,
Worms.
snake-like things with gnashing, gnarled teeth, seemingly no eyes, come flying out of this thing as Pez just makes it explode. They slap wetly to the ground and they begin to wriggle. Okay. Anything else you want to do with your turn, sir?
I'm scared. So I'm going to move. How many times can you heal with
5 more
the little
times.
fluff?
5 more times.
Be greedy because I need
Go
health.
for it.
I'm gonna touch the butt.
Touch the floof.
Use it or lose it.
You get 14 points heal.
Hell yeah. Not damage.
No, it's healing damage, remember?
Right. And then I'm gonna move the rest of my 30 feet over here.
Okay.
And bonus action, gonna tell my little droidica to move 15 feet that way.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. It's gonna bring us back to Duder in the death. So, damage, please.
Duder in the death.
Duder?
Duder in the death.
Good. That's 10 points of fire.
10 points of fire. Dope. I'm gonna see if it can get lucky and get out. But it is difficult terrain, correct?
It is.
Okay. So, sir, can I? So it will make its way out of the smoke. Ooh, excuse me, smoky smoke. Does the blindness linger, or once it's out, it's good?
No, once it's out, it's good.
Okay. Alrighty. So it's going to stomp its way, more like stumble its way out of the darkness. And the first thing it sees is this automated. There's something moving. It doesn't know what the fuck it is, and it's gonna smash. Actually, let's see if it can do that. It can. I need your arcane turret to make a dexterity saving throw. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as well, Pez. So you and your turret.
Oh, wow.
$26 for the Eldritch Cannon.
Okay, success.
Ugh. As not so good. Dirty 20.
Okay, you both succeed. As this thing comes out, it raises up both of its fists and just slams them into the ground. The fleshy part of the ground seems to erupt, and stones that were underneath it come splitting up around it from where it struck. So you both succeeded, so that's going to be 16 points of bludgeoning damage, but you're able to keep your feet underneath you.
My cannon is dead.
Oh.
No.
So the cannon was unfortunately under one of its fists, and it just flattens it into, I would say, useless scrap, but you've done more with less. You might be able to salvage it if you get around to it. But that is gonna be its turn. So we're gonna mark that guy as dead. All right. Top of the round again. Zaan, you were up. Moriko, you were on deck. As you heard something around that rock face splash out and land on the ground.
Shuffle. Oh, God, I hate that. Oh, it's another one of those fun creatures that are fun
Yeah.
and covered in arms.
Yep.
I'm going to attack it because I don't want it to exist anymore.
What if I wanted to exist?
Your creature doesn't exist in my reality.
I don't think that's how that works.
Green flame. No, yeah, green flame blade. Fuck it.
Okay.
Fucking natural 20.
You know what? Oddly enough, yeah, this is gonna hurt.
So that's going to be 10 slashing, 16 cold, 8 thunder.
Hold on. 16. Okay. 8 thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
16 fire.
Uh-huh.
And 16 radiant.
Uh-huh.
Right off the bat.
Uh-huh.
Now
Yeah.
I'm going to start rolling.
Now he's gonna roll.
9 more slashing.
Uh-huh.
15 more cold.
Uh-huh.
7 plus 6. 13 more fire. And 7 plus 5. 12 more radiant.
Okay. So you hear this thing land, and you hear it thrashing around, and you come in, and with your Rokasing rage, you just and just hit this thing, and it. Have you ever stomped on a ketchup packet?
Ew.
No, but I've squeezed one a little too hard.
Well, it kind of does that as it just becomes a spray of viscera. You one-shot it.
Yay.
And with the force of that strike, it just sends all of its burning ichor that way, just away from you. Yeah, cool. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm gonna go back this way. Wait, where'd Moriko go?
Mariko's up to the top left.
Oh, I can't see Moriko anymore.
Okay, she's behind a wall.
Oh, Kasumi, you're stealthing too. Okay, well, I can't see anybody anymore. Just gonna saunter past the creature. Right bite myself, and that'll be it for me.
Okay. All right, that brings us to Moriko. Lakin, you're on deck.
Yay.
I'm gonna move 30 more feet. I'm so used to hitting space.
I know.
Oh, look at all this fun.
Yeah. No,
Oh, look, that's exactly within 30,
no,
60 feet.
Worms.
Oh, no. I'm a frostbite worm.
Oh no.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no. Just gonna push a button real quick.
By 10.
That might have been an natty one. Again.
Okay, so that's at least a 16.
She's getting these nat 20s by proxy.
18.
By proxy? What do you mean by proxy?
He's rolling ones.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I got Moriko'd.
25 points of cold damage, and you have disadvantage on next attack, I think. Or is it weapon? Oh, weapon attack roll.
It's mouth's a weapon.
Well. All right. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm gonna go make the fluff move closer to Pez. Basically, like on Pez.
Okay. All right. And if that does it for you, that means I get to start doing things. All right. So, these little guys, I'm gonna start wriggling towards the nearest thing that it can see.
Okay.
Alrighty. So. Alrighty. The first one is going to make a bite on you. And that's going to be a 16.
That misses, Dungeon Master.
Misses. So this thing is wriggling towards you and it tries to bite at your foot, but you're able to lift your leg out of the way. The other one, that's for you. That's going to be a 19.
Let me check something real quick. That misses.
Fuck. Well, that was a quick turn. Anyway, it's your turn, Lakin, sir. Kasumi, you're on deck.
Well,
I just gotta roll better.
how big are
Don't
these
laugh
little worm
snarkily at
beetles?
me. If these things had legs, they'd probably be about the size of a medium to large dog.
Okay. Well, and they look like fleshy, alive things, correct?
You ever see Princess Bride?
Yeah.
Think of those eel things in the water, the screaming eels.
Blech.
Yeah, kind of that size. Is that Princess Bride? It's Princess Bride. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this then. Okay. The mote of hell will dissipate in screams. And then a negative fire will spread across Lakin's body
Oh.
as I cast Shadow of Moil.
I don't like that.
Flame-like shadows wreathe my body until the spell ends, causing me to become heavily enscourged to others.
Scared.
The shadows turn dim light within 10 feet of you into darkness, and bright light in the same area to dim light. I have resistance 2 radiant damage, which doesn't apply to this. And creatures within 10 feet of me, so this will take place next time, take 2d8 necrotic damage whenever they hit me.
Bold of you to assume that I'm gonna hit you at all.
Well, you just have to attack me. So they can no longer see around me, but I can.
Well, no. Whenever a creature within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack. Okay. So is there anything else you would like to do for your turn, sir?
No, that'll be it.
Oh, okay. Alrighty, then that brings us to Kasumi. Pez, you are on deck.
So, since I saw that Zaan destroyed the other one that I unleashed.
Obliterated it.
Got lucky.
Let's see real quick.
So from your vantage point, you can see 4 more cocoons. You got one probably at the edge of your range over here. You've got another large one. There's one on the floor, and there's one hanging on the wall past that.
We're gonna go after this guy right here.
Okay.
And since I bonus action hit at the end of my last turn, I have advantage, correct?
Oh yeah. No, this thing doesn't have eyes.
Well,
I'm saying
it's
that
got
I have no way
holes.
of it has no way of perceiving you. So if you stealth at all, you'd be fine.
It's got holes, but I'm pretty sure it won't see me with a 29. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that was
no.
29 to hit. That's what I meant.
Oh, well, that was what your stealth roll was too. So potato, potato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomato. Okay, so
So you do hit it, and it does.
that is 12
It does
points.
slough apart, and you
Okay.
see 2 very large worm-like things wriggle out of the remains of the cocoon that they were
Ew.
in.
Ew. Let me double check something really quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember. Alright. So I don't know if you needed to know what the damage was for that. That was 12 points of piercing plus 1 point of poison.
Yeah, I did kind of assume that you were going to hit it hard enough to break it open, but it did.
Okay.
You did roll enough damage to break it open.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna bonus action hide again.
Okay, hide behind the mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what you got?
And that is 22.
22. Alrighty. Assuming that's the end of your...
Yep,
your
that's my turn.
Awesome. Then we're back up to Pez. Zaan, you are on deck.
Alright.
So this thing is just slowly lifting its fist with the remnants of your beloved turret that you've known for all of 12 seconds.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Then I started blasting.
It just started.
As you do.
30.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, just checking.
Jesus.
Uh, 19 fuego damage.
Okay.
And I'm within 15 feet of my
Correct.
Zomdad. So I am going to take advantage of my little bracelet doohickey,
Mm-hmm.
and I get to roll an additional 3d6.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever my d6s are. There they are.
Oh, he got the good janglies out.
Yeah, he does.
15 piercing.
15 piercing. Oops. I don't want to be typing it. Lakin, is it magical darkness? Or is it just darkness?
Let me verify. It just says dark.
Cool. He's a kobold. He's got the eyesight for it. But
I don't want to fuck my buddy over.
I appreciate you being honest with me and checking. But yeah, he should be fine. So Pez, the room got a tiny bit darker. Just
My ND filter's on.
I was gonna say someone just put an ND filter on. So what, was it the rifle configuration you were doing just for flavor?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you see Lakin's dealing with some stuff. He's got some weird shadowy stuff coming around from him. You know, bog standard normal Lakin things. But there's a much bigger threat, and you take a shot at the big guy, and you blow it like you're blowing chunks out of him, like his arms half falling off. This guy doesn't look good. He was already struggling to stand, and you're just making it harder. Anything else you would like to do?
Yes. Bonus action. Hail of Thorns.
Oh. Wait.
It says it's a bonus action, so...
Okay, so you would have had to have cast Hail of Thorns first, because it's the next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack before the spell ends.
Oh.
So you can go ahead and cast it, because it lasts for a minute. So the next time you attack, you'll be able to add that damage to it.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay.
Where am I? Right here? I'm gonna move to the other side of hologram fluff.
Okay. Does that do it for your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. It is the creature's turn. Let me see. Okay, it does get it back. Having taken the shot from you, it is going to lumber. Sir? Closer. And it is going to strike the ground again. So, I need Spectral Fluff, Pez.
Spectral Fluff is intangible. It's just like a hologram.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have hit points.
No, great, awesome. Never mind then. You can just sit there and look pretty. Then I'm gonna need Lakin and Pez to give me a dexterity saving throw. Yes, dexterity saving throw. As it stomps towards the pair of you, and both fists raise up into the air again and come crashing down on the ground.
Yay! I am not good at this. 16.
16 just makes it.
Woo!
26.
That just makes it. So this is wild. I rolled 2 5s and 2 3s, so I can literally just go, get the fuck out of here. So you both take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, but you were able to keep your feet even though the ground starts to rumble and shake underneath you from the force of it just smashing into the ground.
Smash.
Smash.
I got a natural 20 on my concentration check.
Ooh, excellent. Alrighty. I'm gonna have it do a intelligence. Nope. So it sees the holographic fluff thingy, and it seems to not be smart enough to tell that that's not a thing, that it was not affected by its attack, and it's going to do a backhand swing through the fluff, who just sits there and blabs it. So it wasted its attack on it, but that brings us back to the top of the round again. Zaan, you're up, and Moriko, you're on deck. Yes.
DM, real quick.
Uh-huh.
Was that creature within 10 feet of me when it hit me?
It smashed the ground. So, yeah, technically.
It's gonna take some damage.
Damage.
I was just puzzled. That's 12 points of necrotic.
Ooh. Right, because your little smoky tendril things go. Yeah. Cool. So as Lakin is focused, at least I'm assuming you're somewhat focused on the little worm things by your feet, and this thing hits you from behind. The smoke just erupts from your back and just like, ha.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So you basically got a smoky symbiote. That's fucking dope. Gonna have to write that down.
Spawn.
I am. Ooh, spawn. Good call. All right, Zaan, it is your turn. Moriko, you're on deck.
I think I can see a thingy.
Yep, you do see a thingy.
I will attack thingy using
Good luck.
my bonus action. It's over 20.
It hits.
Yes. It takes 13 slashing.
Okay.
Do I need to keep rolling damage, or does it burst open?
No, it bursts open. Yeah, it's there. Another one of the wild, spindly-legged things falls out of it, begins thrashing.
Why?
Because you hit it.
As she hits it.
I'll move a little closer, and then
You
I'll
guys
hit it
wanted to
with
clear the
green-
nest.
It's true, and I'll hit it with green flame blade.
Okay. It is prone, so you would have advantage on this. I didn't tell you that last time because you fucking started with a natural 20.
Yeah. So 22.
22. I mean, yeah, it is.
Okay.
So I actually need to keep going. I'm moving the stream to because I realized that you're not on the screen anymore. There you are.
So 8 slashing.
Yeah.
5 cold.
5 cold.
12 fire.
Yeah.
8 radiant.
Oof. 69.
And 5 thunder.
Okay.
And I hadn't finished.
Actually, so not for you, but Pez and Lakin, I need you both to make a dexterity saving throw from me, as Lakin had hit it and dealt damage.
Oh, that's a 7.
7 is a failure.
17.
How much?
17.
17. Okay.
This jet shoots far.
All right. So.
It's true.
Pez, you take. Wow, 6 points of acid damage. Lakin, you take 15. As when your tendrils pierced into it, its blood sprays out and burns you a little bit.
So it's got that 10-foot range. All right.
Yeah, it's big. So Zaan, sorry, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. And that brings us to Moriko. Lakin, you're on deck.
Okay, I gotta do some finagling here.
Time to do some druid shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah.
So this would encompass the 3 baddies, right?
Yeah, I'll allow it. The one where it might be a little bit out of range, but fuck it. Fuck him up, Buttercup.
I'm casting Wither and Bloom.
Oh, shit. I regret my
It's only
actions.
2nd level, but
Oh, okay.
Love that.
but
And you do get to choose the targets that it hits, correct?
each creature of your choice.
Okay. Just making sure that you weren't, hurting
Yeah,
Lakin
yeah,
for
each
no
creature.
reason.
I made sure.
All right. What do I got to do for that?
Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay, we'll do big boy first. That's going to be a 24.
That passes.
Okay. Now the little fucks. 12.
No.
Okay, so the little fucks are in trouble. Big dude, not so much. Still in trouble. But...
Okay. Takes half damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's damage, and then there's another thing after damage.
Got it.
10 points of necrotic.
Okay.
And then, in addition, one creature of my choice in that area gets to spin and roll one of its unspent hit dice and regain a number of hit points equal to the roll plus my spellcasting modifier, and I choose Lakin.
Why not pick Worm?
Because I don't like Worm.
But Worm likes you.
Do they?
Yeah. Why else would they not come up and attack us?
All right.
What do I do?
So you get to roll one of your unspent hit die, and then you can add +5 and get that much health back.
Well, I just healed for 10.
Damn.
Healing is healing.
That's pretty good for a secondary part of your ability. Like,
Yeah. And bonus action. I'm not gonna have the fluff move, but I'm gonna have it keep trying to distract the big lumbering dumbass.
okay, we'll see if it's smart enough to recognize or not.
We shall see.
Staying put.
Oh, and any non-magical vegetation in that circle withers away.
Okay, so
That's flavor text.
The mushrooms, which thrive off of death, shrivel up. instead
Yeah.
of it.
Oh, that's a wrong. I'm gonna move there.
Okay. That's gonna bring us back to the worms.
Worm.
They're actually going to put on either side of Lakin and give themselves advantage.
Do they
So-
have dark vision?
Yes, they do.
That's fine.
Right, so that's almost. It's gonna be 25.
I reckon that does hit.
Okay. And the other one, maybe not. 17.
17 misses. The one that hit me took 9 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. So the first one goes to bite at you, and you sidestep it, but the other one had come up behind and bit onto you. I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
A strength saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about an 11?
An 11 is a failure. So the one that bit you from behind has now latched on to your body, and you can feel its teeth sinking in through your armor, and it's attached almost like a leech. Its
That's
tail is kind of starting to try to wrap around your midsection.
So how does that work with the wreathing shadow flames that are wrapped around my body?
Well, it's going to deal continuous damage, so each time it does that damage, your things will hit it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that would be. We're gonna mark this guy and say that he's the one that's attached to you, or so that we can tell that he's the one attached to you. But speaking of, it is your turn. Kasumi, you are on deck.
Well,
So the one on the ground in front of you that missed doesn't look very good. Like it's missing chunks.
oh, well,
Just for
I don't like the thing that's on me right now. I'm gonna hit it with a chill touch, which is a melee spell attack.
just return. Boom.
How do you feel about an 18?
18 hits.
Nice. Nice. Fucking kind of dumb. 21 points of necrotic damage.
Neat.
10 points of piercing damage. And the
Also
creature
neat.
cannot regain HP to the end of my next turn.
Cool. I mean, it sucks for me, but it's cool for you.
Damn.
Using my Rod of the Pack Keeper, I'm going to recover a spell slot.
All right.
That's my turn.
Cool. Well, then that brings us on to Kasumi with Pez on deck.
So she is. Sorry, I was double checking to see if I had something in my inventory that I could have used.
Don't mind that. I just forgot to add them to the initiative order because I'm smart.
Okay. All right. She is going to take a shot at that guy.
Okay.
This little nerd right there.
That little nerd.
Nugget.
Okay.
Again.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me check something real quick. Whoa! What the fuck? Okay. So you do not have advantage on this.
And don't have advantage?
You do not have advantage on this.
Okay. That's fine. Does a 26 hit?
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's 12 points of piercing.
Okay.
Plus 3 points of poison.
Okay.
And heck it, I'm gonna bonus action hide again, cause why not?
Okay. Roll your stealth.
Do what you do best.
22.
Another 22. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That is like the lowest I can roll unless I get a nat one.
Mm-hmm. All right. Then
So,
that.
that's my turn.
All right. That brings us to Pez. Zaan, you are on deck.
How's this dude looking?
Not great. He's got holes in him bigger than you.
I want to make more holes.
Okay.
I'm assuming 18 plus 12 hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Just checking.
Yep.
Uh, 14. 14 by 5 damage.
Okay.
And I'm still within the 15 feet.
Yes.
Uh, 12, 16 piercing.
Okay. Yeah, he is dead as you take your shot and absolutely obliterate him. I do need both you and Lakin to make dexterity saving throws.
9.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So Pez, you take 6. Lakin, you take 12 acid damage. As the last of this thing's burning hot blood leaks out of it, splashes against you.
Can I bonus action touch the butt?
Sure.
Has to enter into it or at the start of its turn, right?
I think it's at the start of the person's turn, so
Which were not at the start of his turn. He didn't take the healing. So no.
Okay.
It'll still be there unless she moves it.
unless you move.
But if I move on top of it and bathe in its hologram, will that count?
feet in this hologram.
Let me see the wording on this thing again. Creature moves into the spirit space for the first time. Fuck it. I'll allow it, because you could just go and just touch it again. So take the healing.
Hey.
Although there is part of me that wants to see Pez do the Cupid shuffle and just kind of this like, put your right foot in, put your right foot in, right foot in.
You get 10 points heal.
Hank, I'm above half again.
Does that do it for your turn?
Error.
Okay. So that brings us to the maulings down here. Stop doing that. Okay, so that one is able to tell. Okay. So these little goobers are going to split off. Let's see. So they're going to use their full movement. How am I counting? I could just do that. So it's going to action dash to get towards you, Kasumi.
Okay.
And this one is likewise going to action dash to get to Zaan, seeming to have a unnatural sense of where the two of you are. But as that is its action, it is not able to do anything after that. So that is their turn done. The big spindly dude is gonna get up and move into Zaan's space.
Ew, gross.
Yeah, well. Okay, it's gonna make 2 attacks against you, and
No.
He's technically flanking, so
Fuck.
I think you're still gonna be okay. That was an 18.
No DM.
That's a natural 20.
No.
Yes.
20's not higher than my armor.
27.
Fuck.
Right.
It might hit.
Just this
You're
one.
too
Well-
far away.
I say that it might hit.
Oh.
You're too far away for silvery barbs. I'm sorry.
No, I'm
buddy.
not.
Yeah, you are.
That's
No, I'm
gonna be
not.
29 slashing damage, and
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'll use it later.
I'm gonna need you to make a strength saving throw at disadvantage.
Okay. I'll just go with roll 2 dice here. Well, it doesn't matter because both of those were actually decent. 13, 14, 15,
Gonna
16.
say, never mind, I was reading this incorrectly. It doesn't matter because you're already right on top of it. So
So you did say 29 what?
slashing damage.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Saving throw.
Oh yes. Let's see if it if you knock it out of its range for its other nasty thing. Sorry, what was the save?
You need to make a dexterity save.
Dexterity saving throw. 19.
Oh, you beat it.
Oh, sweet.
And it does take half damage on success though, so you're still gonna get knocked back.
So it does still get knocked back.
Yes.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 half, so 5.
Boop, boop. And that puts you out of range, so it can't do
Yay!
that. You bastard. Okay, well, speaking of, with that, it is your turn. Moriko, you're on deck.
Yeah, and Kasumi, the reasons why I said no, I'm not is because I also have silvery barbs. I just didn't want to take the 20 away from the DM.
Okay.
Okay. And
was
I'm
a
just gonna
choice.
do. I don't
That
care.
was a choice. Don't feel bad for the DM, okay? He put these weird hold things that we have to kill.
So I'm going to attack. It's going to be a 19
That hits.
with Green Flame Blade.
Yep.
I'm just going to roll all of the d8s and everything at once.
Understandable.
Uh,
Sorry, you were attacking the spindly dude?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
I have a 10-foot melee range. That's why I'm not moving up.
That's why I was asking if you were hitting it or the worm. I wanted to make sure that I was having you target the right thing.
The worm's next. Don't worry. Give me 10 slashing.
Oops. Okay.
11 cold.
Uh-huh.
4 radiant.
Uh-huh.
6 fire.
Uh-huh.
And 6 thunder.
Okay. All right. It's not looking good, but it is still up.
Fine, I'll attack it again. 20. Wait, not 10.
It hits.
Yeah, okay.
As soon as you said the word 20, it's like, yeah.
10 slashing.
Okay.
10 cold.
Uh-huh.
Oh, 10 radiant.
Okay.
And no, that's it. Yeah.
No, well, that's all you needed. So you shove it back, and you just stay at just enough of a distance that the blood wouldn't be able to splatter on you, and you just decapitate the shit out of it. After the second swing, anyway, you slash once, gouge its chest, it kind of leans forward in pain, and you then and its head pops off. All right, anything else? You do still have a little bit more movement if you wanted to.
No.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Moriko with Lakin on deck.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Since big guy is dead,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move forward a little bit.
A little bit.
Do I see the worm that is latching onto Lakin?
Yes. Pretty sure. Yeah, you see it.
Oh, it's control. So confused.
What's up?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Carry on.
Actually, I don't trust not accidentally hurting Lakin, so I'm going to frostbite the one that is not latched onto him.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't want to hurt.
Come on.
No.
Go ahead.
I feel nothing.
Constitution saving throw,
Constitution
please.
saving throw.
Now I gotta see.
Ooh. 16.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck you, D.
Not even close.
That is going to be 12 points of cold damage.
Ooh. Okay. It's looking really rough. It's definitely a little bit less energetic and a little bit more floppy than it was a minute ago.
Floppy,
And-
valid object.
I'm gonna have the hollow fluff hold position, and that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. That is gonna bring us to the little wormlings.
No.
Meow.
Heavy bitch.
So
They're big. Hairy,
at the start of the
pink.
turn, Lakin, you can feel your back. You're not really bleeding per se, but you were starting to feel something wet, and it is burning into your back. So you take. Let's see that. 26 points of acid damage as the mauling is secreting acid directly into your flesh.
That's okay. You take 16 points of necrotic damage and 11 points of piercing.
You said 16 and 11?
Yep.
Fuck. Okay. So you start to feel your back melting, but then your smoky tendrils lash out, stabbing it from behind you, and you feel its bite loosen, and it falls off. Dead.
Indeed.
Dead. Other one, however, that was not attached, is gonna try to bite you. I don't think he did. That's going to be 14.
Misses, and I did pass my concentration check.
Oh, excellent. So yeah, it weakly tries to bite at you after catching an icicle through the fucking throat from Moriko, and you just kind of just like, just give it a little shove away with your boot. Stop. All right, that's all for it. So Lakin, it is your turn. You're up.
Well,
Kasumi, you're on deck.
there's only one thing to do at a time like this.
It's Weasel Stomping Day.
I'm gonna point blank Eldritch Blast it.
Oh God. Okay.
You.
Dead.
You want me to roll a disadvantage?
Something tells me it's not really gonna matter, but yeah,
I have
you
a
would
plus
need
12 to hit.
you would need to roll a disadvantage.
Okay. First one's an 18.
That hits.
26 for the second.
Uh-huh.
Might miss. 15?
Just hits.
Okay, well, you're fucking dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's 15 points of force damage.
Yeah, it's already dead.
That's 10 points of piercing damage. Do you want me to not have wasted those other 2 attacks?
Is there anything in range that you could have hit with those other 2 attacks?
I have 120 foot range.
I'll let those other 2 rolls count, the 15 and the 20 something. What would you want to aim for? Because at this point in time, let me see. What are you looking at here?
I can see.
You would be
this
able to
one?
see both of those. So I will let
Okay.
you, if you would like to blast either of them.
I'm gonna put both of the beams into the one across from Kasumi.
Okay. Well, they do hit, so roll the damage for both of those, please.
Okay, that's 15 points of force damage, and then 15 points of piercing damage.
Damn. Okay.
I rolled triple 5s on the d6s. And then, because shits and gigs, this is going to be necrotic damage. Which should make the whole attack necrotic. 8, 19, 24 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. So that's going to be 40, 50, 54 points of damage. So close. Kasumi, you feel like you were super well hidden, but you hear this slithering noise across the fleshy ground, and you look up and this thing is coming right for you full tilt. And as it's about to get to you, it gets blasted by 2 of Lakin's Eldritch Blast. It's still up, but it is looking hurt. Oh, yeah, this guy
Then we
needs
use
to
my
be dead.
bonus action after my movement to use something called Adrenaline Rush,
Okay.
which gives me another 30 feet of movement.
Yeah.
So the worm next to me died?
No, that was me hitting the wrong button. Yeah, I fucked up.
It's like, I'm not going to complain, but...
No, I get it. So
That's my turn.
That's it for your turn? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that does bring us to you, Kasumi. Pez, you're on deck.
Okay. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think we've done this with my character yet.
Okay.
Because she just hasn't really had... Well, I just was assuming. Anyways. So she does have 2 weapon fighting.
Okay.
And she's a trickster rogue. That does not apply to a spell and an attack, correct? So like she couldn't do an attack. She couldn't do a spell for her action and then a bonus action with her bow.
Let's see.
Correct.
2 weapon fighting.
2 weapon fighting is like when you attack with a weapon has a light property.
When you
can
yeah.
add-
When you take the attack action on your turn with a light weapon, so it would need to be a weapon, not a spell.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking.
But if you got another dagger on you,
No, so she has dagger. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do anyways. I just was double checking just for future reference, Kasumi, because she's got some shopping to do. Anyways,
Always.
she's gonna do something she has not done before. She is going to conjure a series of spectral blades that sweep around her in like a tornado fashion when she casts Sword Burst. So with that, all of the creatures within 5 feet of her must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That is going to be a 15.
Okay, so it passes. I was like, do I want a silvery barb set? No, I don't.
Sure.
Okay. That is fine. She is going to use her bonus action to speak the command word for Visaito and turn it into a sword.
Okay.
And she's going to
Anything
stay
else?
right there.
Okay. All right, then that brings us to Pez. Zaan, you are on deck.
It is my turn.
See.
What can I do? Do stuff. I can see this sack right here, right?
Yes. Do you have the range?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
He said, yeah.
Yeah.
Got 240 feet of range. Blammo.
Blammo.
19 plus 12.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Cool. 2d10.
Okay, Perry.
Look.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm a little jealous. I can't make the sound.
19
Oh, yeah.
damage.
Yeah, it burst.
Fuego.
Similarly to the others of the same type, big ol' homeboy falls out with a heavy thud onto the ground.
I know that sound.
That thumping sound that thumps thumpily.
Oh man, we thump.
This bitch be thumping.
These dude bros, are they like, if I were to step foot in their space, I could weasel my way around to where I don't touch their acid blood, right?
The blood that you have seen so far, it seems when it is fresh out of the body, it is scalding hot, but it very, very quickly cools. At this point in time, that it's not steaming anymore.
Stay me.
Good to know.
I'm going to move over here. I'm scared. I need a friendly face.
Okay.
I'm
Then
friendly.
bonus
Depends on which
action,
side of the DM
Hunter's
you're on.
Mark.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else for you, sir?
Yeah, bonus action Hunter's Mark on that, so I can at least know where it is.
Okay. The target. Cool. Is that it?
Yep.
Awesome. Alright. It is the Mauling's turn. The one is going to move up to Zaan. The other one's already on Kasumi. And they're going to make bite attacks on both of these.
Okay.
So for Kasumi,
Mm-hmm.
that is going to be a 12.
Nope.
Cool. So that is the one that's like really, really, really hurt. So it's kind of flopping around and it goes to bite at you, but it's not quite able to get there. Zaan. Ooh, 25.
Silver barbs.
Damn. dick.
I gave you the 20.
Shit. Fuck. Ball sacks. 18.
No.
Who gets the advantage? Yourself?
What's the range on it?
60 feet,
been
I
a-
I think
believe?
it's 60 feet. Yeah.
So you could technically hit Lakin with that, or yourself.
Can he see me,
That is a fantastic question. Yes.
bathed in the shadow that I'm in?
Probably not.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
Well, looks
If
like
it
I'm
had been
getting
literally
advantage.
Anyone other than Zaan, yes. I would have said yes, he could see you, but Zaan cannot.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna give it to myself because I'm just like, yeah, too far.
Okay. Alright, well, speaking of, Zaan, you're up.
Hooray! Well,
Well. Moriko, you're on deck.
I will. It's a little warm in front of me, looking healthy, look kind of weak, or
It's still moving very quickly.
I am going to attack it with inflict wounds at 5th level.
Damn.
That's gonna hurt.
That's gonna hurt.
28 to hit,
That hits.
and I need a lot of d10s.
Goodbye, worm.
Weird.
Shit.
I haven't used this ability since you changed it back.
Well, because it was giving you an unfair
No.
advantage that I had not
I'm
foreseen.
not arguing. I'm not complaining. I'm just like, I haven't used it in a long time.
That's
So
true.
I haven't needed the d10s for it. I don't think I actually have enough d10s for it.
It's okay, you can roll half and then roll again.
Yeah, I think you're correct. I'm going to have to. We'll roll 4 and then 3.
Pez, what the fuck?
Oh, wait, no, I've got 6. Okay, we're good. Hold on a second here. So I've got one more after I'm in the deck. So 9. So that's 20. 38 right off the bat. And 38 plus 7. 45 points of necrotic damage.
Damn. It's not looking good.
It's not dead? Fine, I'm gonna stab it with my fucking sword!
Okay.
Bonus action. 24.
Yes, that hits.
10 slashing. 11 cold. Oh wait, I needed to do my frickin' 1 second. So you've got the damage numbers I put in right off the bat?
Yes.
Okay. Spirit Shroud. 5 more Radiant. Is it dead?
It's dead.
Okay, good. Never mind then.
Yeah.
I forgot that Spirit Shroud will also hit with
Yeah.
the touchy thing.
So this thing tries to bite at you and you go, no, bad dog. Boom! Just obliterate it.
you inflicted too many wounds.
You sort of just like hit it on the head and its whole body ripples and bulges and it just...
And then, no, I don't want to blow up.
Sure.
Yes.
I
And then
wouldn't say
I
no.
will. I know you wouldn't. And then I will move. What? Why can't I move?
Here, let me help out. There.
Oh, there we go. Woo! Do I see Lakin?
You don't. There's just this blackness that's there.
That's dark. Don't like dark.
He says
And
as
then
he
that
runs
one.
right beside it.
Oh, my sword pointed at it. Just gonna end my turn there.
Back away.
All right, that brings us to Moriko with Lakin on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and... No! No, no. Back.
Yeah.
I'm running.
Okay, so... I'm gonna make it move
Make it move.
30 feet.
Okay.
There already.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna move my own 30 feet.
Okay.
Dirty.
That way.
That way.
I see the worm
You see the
right up in
worm.
Kasumi's face.
Correct.
I'm gonna frostbite it.
Why you gotta be like that?
Constitution saving throw,
Why you gotta make
please.
me roll dice?
Why you gotta be
Oh.
so rude?
11.
No.
No. Okay.
It still
No.
reverbs you, but it would only get worse.
It would have been one better.
Well, you still have to take the lower roll.
9 points of cold damage.
All right. Yeah, it gets obliterated by another icicle. So Kasumi, you pull Basaito out of its bow form into your sword, and you're ready to duel this thing to the death. And then this icicle just pins it to the floor with a gurgling little.
Oh, do I have to do a dex save?
No.
Okay.
And that is my turn. I'm done.
Sweet. I wonder if someone out there has been keeping like a KDA for everybody. Lakin, you're up. Kasumi, you're on deck.
I bet you can't guess what I'm gonna do.
I don't know, something in the
Blightest.
Blastial.
You're gonna
category.
planar shift.
Wait,
Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna
management
cast
on
planar
yourself.
shift and just fucking leave.
Everything seems to be
fuck
going
this
quite
shit,
well
I'm
here.
out.
Peace out, bitches.
You'll be fine without
He's
me.
wading through everybody. Goes, my laundry's done.
I'll be back. Okay. Fuck it. Eldritch Blast, all 3 beams of the big guy.
Okay. Oh shit. Hold on. I completely missed his
Yes.
turn last time. So
Take it.
no, I mean
Do it.
Okay,
No,
so here's
keep
my
the damn
turn.
honest.
He gets up, 5, 10. That's all he can do. Well, because at first I was thinking, well, he just came out, so he's prone. I was like, wait a minute, we've had a full turn since he was birthed. And I completely missed it.
Why did you say it that way?
Because that's what happened.
I don't like.
So
Alright,
you
so
have
we're dead here in a
normal
second.
attacks.
Okay. That's going to be a 23 for the first.
Yep.
We were basically spawn camping here.
That's a 19.
You
for
are
the
attacking a nest. 19 hits. This is the
second.
little.
28 for the third.
That does hit. Spawn camping.
Are these things huge or large?
Large.
Large.
They're large.
10 points of force damage.
10 points of force damage.
10 points of piercing.
10 points of piercing.
13 points of force damage.
13 force.
8 points of piercing.
8 points of piercing.
And this one's all necrotic. Oh, damn. That's... $26 points of necrotic damage.
Jesus.
And just for the record, you weren't doing your bracelet thing, right?
My bracelet thing?
Yeah, with the Pez thing.
I was doing bracelet thing. Oh, yeah. Nope. That does not apply. I don't
So-
get 3d6 because I'm greater than 15 feet.
So the piercing
So-
goes away.
Yep. So my d10 rolls were 12, 10,
No, you had
and
10,
9.
10, 13 for force damage, right? That's just your
Yeah,
normal
yeah,
Eldritch Blast. So you had 10,
Yep.
13.
That's just that.
What was the necrotic damage without the bracelet?
The necrotic without the bracelet was 9.
9. Okay.
Yep. My
Okay.
apologies.
No, it's. I mean, you haven't left
You
his
get
side
used
in
to
so
having
long. So that's going to be 29, 32 points of damage. Okay. So, pow. Taking him down a couple pegs. You do still have movement and bonus.
Yeah.
Why is that shadow shooting magic at things?
Let me move my character, you bitch. Right there.
Okay. And
That's my
just because this just came to my brain, if you are trying to move and you're trying to move through terrain you can't go through, your line will turn into dash lines. Just so that if you're moving, you're like, why can't I move? It's because you're trying to move through something that you can't fit through. All right. Okay. That is going to bring us to Duder's turn.
Dude.
15, 20, lumbers right on up towards Zaan.
The shadow angered it, and now it's gonna attack me. Now.
Zaan's running through, like, what's that shadow thing? That was weird. Why?
It wasn't me!
Damn you, shadow!
All right, it is going to...
Next time, hedgehog!
That's going to be 23 to hit.
Yeah, but... No. I'm gonna silvery barbs that because I'm afraid what happens when the thing hurts me.
It's going to be a 13 to hit.
Sorry, damn it doesn't. The worm dealt like fucking 20-something damage. I'm afraid of what's gonna happen if this thing punches me.
Kasumi, you're up. Pez, you're on deck.
Okay.
Sorry, DM.
No, you're not.
Not really.
The thing's still alive, isn't it?
What thing?
That
think it
big
just tried to-
thing, my
The big thing's
son.
definitely alive.
He just tried to punch me 5 seconds ago.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go this way.
Okay.
Can I get through these mushrooms? Because I'm gonna bonus action dash.
Yes. Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna go here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take a shot. Actually, no, I'm not gonna take a shot because I turned it back into a sword. But what I am gonna do...
She grabs and goes, fuck!
What I am gonna do is I'm gonna chuck one of my daggers at it.
Ooh, okay.
Just a basic dagger.
Okay. Do you have the range? That dagger's 30 to 60? Is that right?
20 to 60.
20 to 60. So you will be throwing it... Actually, you don't even have the range on it.
I don't.
Nope. Shame that.
Well, shoot. Okay, well then let's just go with firebolt. Why not?
Okay.
I didn't realize this was an option.
I haven't used that in so long that I forgot it was there.
Become the Shadow Heart.
Oh god.
Yeah, but she misses.
Emo Dami Mommy that
I
everybody
don't want
loves.
to channel Shart. You kidding? Get out of here.
Give us that short energy.
No. That is a 19 to hit.
Okay, 19 does hit.
Okay, so that is 15 points of fire damage.
Fired.
All right. The cocoon bursts open in a cloud of steam, but you don't see anything.
It's okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Then that brings us to Pez. Zaan, you are on deck.
What is alive other than my allies? Just this dude?
Yeah, you're barely able to see this thick arm from around the wall that you're behind still.
I don't want to see an arm.
Oh, that's too damn bad.
I'm removing said arm at range.
Are you targeting the arm specifically?
I'm just shooting it.
Okay, just checking. Could have done something cool, something flavorful, but that's fine.
I mean, I would, but it'd probably be a higher DC.
I can neither confirm nor deny these accusations.
Fine, I'm going to shoot the arm off.
Okay.
Fucking we ball. There you go, Pez.
Yeah. All right.
Does a natural 20 plus 12 hit?
You a bitch. Yes, it hits.
Yeah, but he's mine.
Love how he's like, oh, but the DC's gonna be higher. I don't know. Just fucking roll a 20. Fuck off.
So it's going to go on and be 20 fuego damage. Plus... $14. So, 34.
That thinking face looked like it hurt.
It did.
Okay. Well, with that, Zaan, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. However, Pez taking the time to line up a shot, he didn't move. He stood there, got ready, and you shot it right at the elbow. And the weaker flesh around in that area just causes the whole arm to fall on the ground. But it is now fleeing blood everywhere. So Zaan, by that groan of dissatisfaction, I'm going to assume didn't work out too well for you.
I ended up being DM for a turn.
Did you roll a natural 1?
I rolled a natural 1.
Ooh! I get to do some big boy
Do
damage.
your worst. I have a feeling I'm gonna regret saying
That's going to
that.
be 29 acid damage.
Stop killing shit around me, goddammit!
I mean,
And stop getting in their face.
It kind of makes sense for this
didn't.
one because before they were just normal sword slashes. This is a full limb. You just got fire hosed by superheated blood.
I have so much damage and almost none of it's been stuff that I've been trying to kill. It's straight up in friendly fire.
All your fur is gone.
How you doing there, Two-Face?
I was joking about killing my party before, but I'm gonna do it after this.
Well, it's not technically friendly fire because it's still
Keep
coming from the
talking and
bad
you're getting
guys.
banished.
Pez is there.
If that's what you want to
Pez,
do.
stop memeing. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Look, it's Two-Face.
Oh my
I
god.
feel alone. So I'm going to move.
Okay.
No, it's really hurting because I.
Right there.
Okay. Is that it for your turn?
That is it for my turn.
Okay. That brings us back to the top of the round. Zaan, you are up. Moriko, you are on deck.
No, stop game. Why? Okay. I'm going to move 5 feet. Since I am moving, I am going to rabbit hop. So I cannot get hit by this shit again. 20 feet over here, which does not provoke opportunity attacks.
Yep.
And I'm going to... what do I want to cast here?
So out of curiosity, no specific numbers because I don't want to know, but how hurt are you? Like,
I am at the point where I am not going to be meleeing anymore.
okay. Just curious.
Yes. I'm going to cast... Freaking... What can I cast here?
Fucking hit with a guiding bolt.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to because I don't really have too many... I can't use the one spell that I usually do because the room's too small. Yeah, I'll cast Guiding Bolt at it.
Well, keep in mind that you did Silvery Barbs earlier, so you have advantage on this as well.
Oh, well... Damn. Well, a 19 and an 18 were both not 20, sadly.
Well, I tried. But it does hit, though.
It. Let's check. I'm going to pull out the good D6s.
Yeah, but you'll give Moriko to hit at advantage too.
You guys have all killed me. You're not getting anything.
You hit with Guiding Bolt. You kind of don't have a choice.
nerd.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just so you heads up, I'm rolling these.
Oh, it's gonna die. Those are his lucky dice.
And they are still lucky.
Fuck.
11, 10, so 22, or 21, sorry. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 points of radiant damage.
That's pretty good. It definitely took a chunk out of it, but it's still alive and kicking.
And it is next attack against it, if I'm not mistaken,
Yep.
is it made an
Is that
advantage.
advantage?
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
And
is that it?
then no. So I
So
used
you've
20
only used-
feet of mine.
No,
I
you've
haven't
only
used any
used 5 of your movement because your rabbit hawk
Yes.
doesn't count as your movement.
Nope.
Yeah.
Me.
Okay.
Wow.
Now are you done?
Oh wait,
Are
no.
you done?
I have a lot more of that because my 20 feet is from my rabbit hop.
Yeah, that's
Because it
what I
doesn't
said. You only move
differentiate.
5 feet to initiate.
I'm taking into account what the game says I've
Oh.
moved, so I just wasn't thinking. So I have what? 65. No,
How much movement speed do you have total? Normally?
40 or no, 60 because I'm first in the initiative.
Okay, so you've only used 35 feet of movement because 20 of that was your. So you can move another 20 feet.
I'm just gonna stay right there. That's perfect.
Okay. All right, that brings us to Moriko. Lakin, you are on deck.
Kill it, Morika.
Okay, I am going to cast another new spell. And oh yeah, it's definitely within the range. I am going to cast Magnetite Shard on it.
It's so tight.
At what level?
3rd.
Okay.
And I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Sweet, I'm so good at management.
That's actually a really good point. Oh no. It is not dexter. That's a 9.
Yeah, no.
Hmm.
Okay. So first half of the damage, because I have to roll 2 types of damage.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt. Gonna hurt a lot.
That is 8 points of cold damage.
Yeah.
And and 13 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely hurting it. Anything else you would like to do? Still have movement and bonus.
But bonus.
It's weird. You have to like click and start to drag. Because if you hold down click for too long, it just pings.
Yeah. Trying to see where Zaan went.
Oh, he's way the fuck down here. Like he's way to the south.
Oh.
Next to Kasumi and the pink mushrooms.
No.
Yeah. Good place so I can heal myself.
Well, if we were closer, I would have put the fluff on you, but fluff is just gonna move that way.
Move.
And I'm done.
You just hear Zaan going, nope, 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 nope. All right. That brings us to this guy. He's got 60 feet.
Oh no.
There's a guy.
Oh.
Wait, what?
There's a guy.
Is there seriously somebody walking up on me?
Zaan, as you were running
Invisible.
away, it's not invisible. It's moving under the surface of the fleshy ground.
This is hot.
Zaan, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
That's a big one.
Dexterity plus 3 will be an 18.
18 is a success. You will still take damage, but it is half damage. So, let's see. Oof, that's rough. 18. Wow. Holy shit. You would have taken 30 damage, but it's halved to 15. As the creature erupts from the ground, its tendrils just shooting at you in this wall of spiked black tendrils. You do manage to dodge some of them, but some of them still pierce you.
Yeah, and my concentration is not broken.
Okay.
That's fine.
Well, when you roll, +4. When you roll a 19, and you get +4 for your constitution, you're gonna be good.
Okay. That does bring us... So, being in all fairness here, you have your lightning thingy that I need to...
Oh, I didn't know if this was a melee attack or just... Okay.
It stabbed you. Like, you got hit by things
I didn't know if this was like...
to it.
Yeah, I didn't know if this was...
When it bursts out of the ground, the tendrils on its back stab towards you.
Got you. Okay.
Yes. So it needs to make a dexterity?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, shit, that almost missed the thing. 16.
So I think it passes, but it's still going to take damage.
Yeah.
Nope, 16, it fails.
Oh, okay.
That is going to be wow, that's almost max damage. 19 points of lightning damage.
And it gets knocked back.
And it shoved 10 feet backwards.
Okay. Cool. Lakin, you're up. Kasumi, you're on deck.
I
2 seconds.
am going to cast Sorcerous Burst
Okay.
onto the hulking massive meat.
Okay.
And I do have advantage, correct?
Yes, because Moriko made it make a save, not attack. So this would be advantage on you.
Get your ass off the keyboard.
Okay, that's a 28 to hit.
28 hits.
And let's do all psychic damage for this.
Ooh.
It no thing too good.
No. It didn't think too good to begin with. Now it's just gonna be tinnitus out the ass in there.
I got exploding on 8s for 2 more 8s.
Oof.
Yeah, 27 points of psychic damage.
Ooh. Oops, that is an invalid number. All right. So you see this thing looking after Zaan as Zaan scurries away, and it starts to take a step, and then its one remaining arm just clasps onto his head, and it lets out that same wet-sounding roar. You can see the other stump is trying to hit his head, but it hasn't quite figured out that that's not a thing yet.
Nice.
Yeah. Moving on down. So you just kind of went down and circled around it?
Yep.
Okay.
It just saw a shadow run towards it.
Yeah, weird. Anything else, sir?
Ouch incoming.
Possibly. We'll see. All right. It is its turn. Let's see. It is
Does
able
it
to...
have dark vision?
It does.
Damn.
Damn. But it only has the one arm, so it's not going to be able to do the ground pound. It's just going to have to do a normal swing. Ooh. That's kind of filthy. That's a 26 to hit.
You know, I believe that hits.
I believe...
Let me reference my notes. Yes, it fucking hits.
But you've been wrong before.
So that's going to be 16 points of bludgeoning damage. As it takes its hand from its head and just spins around, just backhands the shit out of you.
Yeah, well, you take fucking 10 points of necrotic damage.
I mean, you right. Alright, it doesn't need to move, because you're right there, so we're gonna scooch right on to Kasumi. Pez, you are on deck.
I did succeed my con.
Oh, excellent.
Okay, well, so she is going to see that little bugger that jumped out.
That little bugger.
Yeah, it jumped out, hit Zaan, and like a bug zapper, knocked it away.
So she's going to bonus action turn Saito back into a bow.
Mm-hmm.
And then she is going... Sorry, the cat moved underneath my desk and the dog woke up immediately. And she's going to take a shot.
Okay. Make your attack.
And it's a straight roll.
Yeah. Zaan is unfortunately not close enough to do anything.
God. Thank you.
It's a nat one.
Ooh. I'm gonna say that you...
What happens?
You, in your rush, trying to both fire and swap Basaito, you forget to turn it into the bow again. So Basaito is still a sword.
Now Kasumi feels stupid. She's just gonna kind of look at her hands and just be like, I give up. And we're just gonna move back a little bit.
Okay.
In
That's
shame.
my turn.
Okay.
You bug him up from around the corner. Save me, Kasumi! Shit! Where'd she go?
All right.
Gonna back away.
That brings us to Pez. On, you're on deck. It happens to people that's not me.
It's happened to me too this game.
Yeah, it's weird. Kind of like it.
How's this dude doing?
He's not doing great. He's completely missing an arm that you shot off. And Lakin did something. It keeps taking a swing at him and then just like pawing at its own tiny head on its thick shoulders.
I don't want to see its tiny head anymore.
Good luck.
Pez, I see its tiny head. I don't want to.
I'm going to give you advantage on this because Lakin is technically flanking it for you.
Hell yeah.
That's what I do for my moment.
I love Pez's math face.
Look.
All I see is just like the equation zooming in.
28 to hit.
28 hits.
Awesome. 19 damage.
Whenever they talk.
19 damage. Alrighty. Alright. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're
I can
good?
snipe from here.
Okay, so Pez is staying put. Back top of the round again, we're up to Zaan. Moriko, you were on deck. Everything's looking real hurt in this room.
It's true. So the thing in front of me is looking real hurt.
Actually, sorry. Lakin, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw since Pez shot the big boy.
Oh shit, 19 player.
Oh. Yeah. Actually, yeah, you're fine. Doesn't hit you at all. Cool. Sorry, carry on, Zaan.
Well, I think it's kind of poetic at this point. He erupted from the ground, so the ground will erupt under him. I look at the creature and stomp my foot, casting destruction or destructive wave at him.
What's
I
the
need
range
to
on it?
make
Shit.
What's the range on it again?
fucking 30 feet.
I kind of figured. It's just been a minute since you've used it, so I kind of forgot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. Big
Oh,
dick in the
real
little
quick,
finger.
1 second though.
Mhm.
I do want to move 10 feet forward before I do that. God damn it, game. Okay, yes. Need dice stomp.
Okay.
I need to make a Constitution saving throw, please, DM.
Oof.
What is the damage? D6s? I
Uh,
don't think know what D6s I'm using.
15?
It fails.
Sweet.
So
He's gonna turn into goo, isn't he?
probably. Who's going to take? Come back here. So 19 points of. Wait, what 2 damages is it? So 19 points of thunder.
Mm-hmm.
And 10. 19 points of radiant damage. And. What are those d8s again? Is it d8s? Yes. And 6 points of radiant damage as well. Again.
Okay.
And it fails, so it's not prone if it's not dead.
It's not dead, but it is now prone. As you just tsunami the ground underneath its feet. All right. Anything else, sir?
Yeah, I'm gonna attack it with my sword.
Oh, well, you have advantage because it's prone.
Fantastic. Well, the first one was better. 22.
Yep, it hits.
6 points of slashing. 9 points of... Or, sorry, not 9. 11 points of cold. And 7 points of radiant.
Oof. It's looking real hurt, but it's still moving. Just barely.
And,
Staying put.
in addition... Yep. And when it starts its turn, it will have its speed reduced by 10 meters.
Cool, you're close enough. That
Fuck.
brings us to Moriko. Lakin, you are on deck.
That was my last one, right? Yes.
Come out a bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to once again frostbite the big bitch.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm tempted to do this at disadvantage because of flanking, and I think it'd be kind of fun. So I'm gonna do it at disadvantage.
Yay.
Maybe shouldn't have done that. I got another natural one.
Okay, so at least 18.
Why do I do this to myself?
I don't know.
Because it's fun and it's thematic. You guys have been whooping ass.
29 points of cold damage.
It's got like 1 health left.
No, it was just enough.
Oh.
All right, Lakin, I need one more saving throw from you.
Wait, if
Hmm?
I killed it, can I like cauterize the arm wound?
It's not cauterizing, it's ice.
I mean, ice burning.
No. He's gonna be fine anyway.
I got a 3.
He's not fine. Okay, I get to roll damage.
I tried.
I rolled the bare minimum 2 points of acid damage.
Nice.
So you did kind of cauterize it.
Yeah. It was just a little.
Don't think you know what that word means.
No. Anything else, ma'am? You only use like 10 feet of movement.
Gonna do a little bit more.
A little more.
And
bonus.
I'm gonna have Fluff Hollow move that. I wanna make it face the right way. Just have Fluff right there, just in case Tom Pez wants to come up behind me and touch it.
Gotcha. Alright, well, it is the Moss Shroud's turn. So it is going to move. It's going to move up into Zaan. Well, it's going to get up, move into your space, and it's going to attack you twice.
Does it have enough movement for that DM?
Yeah, it had to move 5. So
At
that's not
minus
going to
10.
hit with a 12.
No.
And, ooh, that's a natural 20, though.
I'm Gonna need to blow another spell slot and cast silvery barbs. So if I don't, I might not live through this.
Okay, that was a 19.
Does not hit, thankfully.
Well, no, 19 plus 8, so that's 27.
Oh.
Oh, okay. It hits.
Yeah,
At least
Not a crit.
it's not a crit.
it's not a crit.
It's
Did someone already barbs me in the chat? Let's see. So that's going to be 13 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
16.
That succeeds, so you were not poisoned. Okay. That is the end of its turn of what it is able to
I
do.
needed to make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
Please. That's going to be a 10.
That's gonna be a fail, and you're going to take 8 plus 6 is 14 points of lightning damage and get thrown 10 feet back.
How do you want to do this?
I want to turn him into mist
So this
by
thing,
the power of shuffling feet. Shuff, 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 shuff. Yoink.
this thing gets up, gets back into your face, stabs you, and its whole body just burbles and just splatters across the floor. And with that, there's no more cocoons. We've reached the end of combat. We're actually about to get an ad break, so we're going to take a break real quick because we've been going for 3 hours. So we'll be back here in just a few minutes to see what the next steps are. So. And we're back. So, combat has ended. The fleshy things seem to thrum softly, but there's no more cocoons that you're able to see. Yeah, what are you all doing? Some of you are pretty badly hurt.
I'm gonna start
I mean, we should
poking
all
it.
probably meet up.
I'm gonna start poking the fluffy thing repeatedly.
I mean, you got 3 more shots. You gonna use up the last 3?
No, I'm just gonna take one, I guess.
The shadows dispel from Lakin.
All right.
No, you were the asshole.
You get 9 points heal.
Oh boy, it's better than 0.
Do you want to just use the rest of it?
I'm a healer. I'm going to use spell slots to. I'm literally going to be using a 6 slot to just get. Well, are we going to take a short rest?
Yes.
Because I kind of need both. This one's not looking good.
I mean, it costs me nothing for you to just use the rest of the...
Guys, how are you feeling?
I could eat.
Not the question I'm asking.
Take another
It's
2 and I'll take 1.
Okay. Take one more and Pez will get one
There's
more.
3 left, right?
Well, he just used 1, so now it's 2.
Wait. Take
We
1.
shake one.
Okay, so for Zaan, 10 points heal.
Yay.
I don't know where that dice went. Okay,
Lost
using another
forever.
dice. Into the void. Pez, he gets 11 points heal.
That was
Okay.
aggressive healing. Holy
Kasumi
shit.
is gonna quietly saunter around the corner,
Okay.
seeing that there's no more bad creatures. She's just gonna kind of look around, assess that people look. A few of them they physically look hurt. Correct.
You left me!
Zaan has definitely seen better days.
You left me!
What do you mean?
I watched you fumble and you left me!
I don't know. You're talking about.
By the way-
Zaza
How
staring
would have seen her?
No, I heard you curse, but you fucked up.
DM, once the last of Fluff, the Hollow Fluff's heals got used up, it dissipated.
Okay.
So are we just gonna sit around and wait for the bigger, badder version of those things to come by, or are we gonna get out of here?
DM, now that we're out of combat,
Mhm.
do I see like any other like tunnels other than what we came in through?
Yeah, it doesn't take you too terribly long to kind of peer around. There seems to be a tunnelway to the south and another one. Actually, hold on.
Looks like just south.
Well, I also may have fucked up this map. Let me check the actual map. Yeah, so there is actually supposed to be another entryway. I just fucked up on the map. So from the one that you came in from the front, there should be another one to the north of you, and there is one to the south of you.
Well, after we set a second, we could keep going through one of the tunnels.
Well, you define a second, because I think we just killed all of its babies. And there
Maybe
was a
not
lot
all.
of screaming happening.
Yeah, especially from that like dock area.
All I'm concerned about is if we stay here and we just sit, even if it's just for a few minutes, we don't know how fast that thing or whatever it is can move. Do we want to risk that?
Should we go back to where we originally came?
The open area?
I mean, at least we'd have a barricade to somewhat try to slow it down.
I agree, the tower.
Yeah.
I just don't...
The Durgar died.
I don't like anything about this room. Everything is sticky and gross.
Hey.
Yeah, let's head back, because it's just giving me flashbacks to corpse diving.
Oh, yeah.
So he's getting hungry.
Ew.
Lakin turns around and my hand falls off.
Oh.
You okay?
Oh. Sorry, that happens.
Does it
You
just
You
grow
dropped
back?
something.
Bend over and put it back on.
It will take some time.
You gonna pour some water on it?
No. Not at all.
You want me to heal it?
I
Can I heal it?
don't know if you can.
Probably not.
And just rub some dirt on it.
Let's get moving.
My spirit fluff didn't work on Lakin, so
Let's move. Kasumi's like, let's move. Let's gesture towards the door.
Okay. So you all make your way back to the barricade where you'd once been. Climb over it, maybe a little bit slower than before. You got some aches and pains and just all around not doing so great.
Don's leg falls off and he just happens.
This just happens every now and then. But you do eventually make it back to the tower. Perfectly without incident at this point. So you guys set up camp.
My boy Barnabas still there?
Yes.
Sweet. He's coming with me.
Come on, spare parts. Alright. So, what's the plan? You get back to the ruins. There's
I'm
not
gonna do
quite...
something gross.
Oh.
They can all go first.
I'm just assuming we're short resting.
I would like to sleep tonight, but I will do what is needed.
I can handle a lot. The rest of you get sleep.
Is it actually, team? What time is it?
You have no fucking clue. You're underground.
would Moriko be able to tell?
Oh yeah.
Moriko, what time is it?
You got down into the tunnels around midday or so. And that fight took... How long did that fight take? About a minute or two.
It's a couple minutes.
Well, it was 10 rounds, so 6 seconds a round. Yeah, it's about a minute. That's weird.
So
how that
much
works.
longer than that.
Yeah.
It felt like 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's the adrenaline, man.
I'd be fine with assisting with first watch. I'm feeling fine.
I'll just take a short
Yeah.
trance and then I'll wake up.
If it
Very well.
I could just take a short rest then, I guess, but I would be very tapped out for our next engagement.
No, Zaan, we will be doing a long rest.
Are you sure? His leg
Yes.
falls off again.
I say, are you sure? As he lays down and pulls his wolf pelt over him to go to sleep. You sure about that?
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Long rest it is.
All right. So for the long rest, it's going to be Lakin basically taking all the watches. And the rest of you, are you going to divvy up watches with him, or are you trusting him for the full thing?
Let's find
He's
out.
doing the first watch.
Kasumi is?
Mariko's gonna do second and third. Since she only needs 4 hours.
Doing third.
You're doing third? Zaan, are you being selfish?
No, I was rolling and I rolled a 3, so Zaan's sleeping.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're being selfish. You're gonna.
Yes, I'm being
Yeah.
very selfish.
Okay. All right. Is there anything anyone wants to do at the moment before we wrap up for tonight? Lakin has something discussing he wants to do. Okay. So, all of you except Lakin and Kasumi find as comfortable as a spot as you can to bed down. Lakin, you wanted to do something gross?
Yes, I will actually need the help of a very dexterous individual.
Go ahead,
Hello,
Kasumi.
Hi.
Barnabas, come here and sit down.
Thunk.
From time to time, my body takes damage. It's kind of up to me to put it back together.
As I hold up the severed hand. Wave it.
I am not as adroit with a needle against an arm. I need your help to sew me back up.
But
If only you had a priest that knows how to do this.
Shut up, you're asleep.
Get fucked.
she has to like visibly hold back some bile in her like throat.
Are you gonna help him?
Just- hold on, I'm double checking some of her proficiency.
I am proficient at leatherwork tools.
Well, I don't think I am.
The thing is I could use the assist.
I have thieves' tools.
So she
You could steal his
the
wrist.
hand.
So,
Good job.
okay. So Kasumi is gonna look at it, very visually disgusted.
Oh, wait.
Uh-huh.
Do you mind if I describe this?
No, please don't. Because I just ate a slice of pizza. I'd rather not lose it.
I'm not gonna go like full medic.
No. Okay, I'm picturing fucking what is it? Resident Evil. He loses his hand, picks it up, shoves it back there, and pours water on that shit. That's how I'm
Like when I put in campaign spoilers.
You need to eat this green herb.
So, okay. She looks visually disgusted, so she is going to conjure up Mage Hand, which she has the ability to use tools with that Mage Hand.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just going to send that over there with a very disgusted look on her face.
I don't understand why you're being such a baby about this. It's
You're-
just a simple battlefield injury.
You lost a hand. Your hand is not attached to you.
You should have seen it when I lost my head a century or so ago. Interesting.
I feel like you're being literal, and I don't like that.
But you see the scarring here around
Uh-huh.
the neck? Complete decapitation.
How are you still walking around?
You should ask Seto that question.
Okay, what do you need me to do? And she like makes the mage hand itself is like just like holding up.
So I reach in to like a pouch and I literally pull out a leather working needle with twine, kind of unfurl it out.
I need you to sew while I hold it in position.
The mage hand grabs it and she's like, I'm not gonna promise that this is gonna be good.
Sure it will. Guidance.
And I flick her on the forehead.
Okay. Sumi's gonna make her mage hand do it so she doesn't have she's gonna look at it as little as possible just to get the mage hand to do what it needs to do, but she's gonna look like she's gonna vomit any second.
Make a medicine check at disadvantage.
Oh.
Disadvantage because you're trying hard to not look as much as possible.
And then I what is the D4 with your guidance?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh god. It's gonna be fucking atrocious.
Hand's gonna be all backwards somehow. The fingers are
Oh, no, he's
attached to the
holding it in
limb.
place.
Okay.
I didn't stutter.
I don't know how you did that.
I was holding it the whole time.
How did I get an extra finger?
You okay? For a medicine check?
Uh-huh.
At disadvantage?
At disadvantage.
Uh-huh.
22!
What the
What?
fuck?
I rolled a 15 and a 19. I have a +3, and then I got a 4 on.
Holy shit.
Where were these rolls when we were in combat, goddammit?
She rolled well when she did not want to.
So as you're trying your best not to look, Lakin is just kind of whispering to the hand, which seems to somehow understand his instructions. Like, no, you need a little
It's
bit more
sentient.
spacing in the stitches.
You're doing a phenomenal job.
Don't ask me to do it again.
Somehow, some way, it's for a first attempt, it's pretty fucking good.
Point this out, Kasumi. Now you're his go-to.
You've proven yourself worthy.
Absolutely not. I'm not taking watch with him anymore.
Good thing I never sleep.
All right. So, with that, unless there's anything else you want to get in last minute, that's where we're going to end for tonight. We will pick back up with First Watch to see what happens. Thank you all so much for sticking with us. That was a really, really long combat, but they did say they wanted to exterminate a nest, so they exterminated a nest.
2 more to go.
1 more to go. Yeah, there's only the 2
got
nests.
We got this.
So, we'll be back in the next 2 weeks to see how they attempt to tackle the next nest. Do they change their strategy, or do they just go full Rambo again? We'll see what happens. Any closing comments, questions, concerns? Tips, tricks?
Join us soon, eventually, for the revamped Whiskey Wednesdays.
Yeah, it won't be Whiskey Wednesdays anymore, so we will probably be able to, not even probably, we will be using it throughout the week, I think. Whether that be games or talking about D&D. I still have a fair bit of artwork that still needs to get done for it until I am satisfied, so unfortunately it won't be anytime super soon, but we're making really, really great progress on it. So yeah, join us in the Discord if you want to be part of that particular streaming thing, because that's going to be more open to the public, where we can talk to more people and it's not just going to be us playing D&D. So yeah. So if nobody has anything else, then stay safe, have a great weekend, a great week. We'll see you the next time we go live. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for listening to the Fools and Flagons podcast. If you enjoyed this past adventure of the Tales of Archeron, you can catch us live on Fridays at twitch.tv/Fools and Flagons.